And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 100. So thank you guys for getting me to this milestone. Anyone that I had on one-on-one shows or panel shows that have helped me out, throughout this time of having the show. You guys literally are amazing.
Just remembered it was episode 100 like 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
And he wrote it in the title.
So, yeah.
Probably have prepared ahead of time.
Yeah, I'll be honest here. I didn't care. I've had a lot of episode 100 celebrations at this point. It's just another day for me. I want to get past my goal of where the other show was at, and then at that point we'll celebrate. No time for celebrating. It's all about work, grinding, and talking to you cloud chasing fucks. But no, in all seriousness, I do appreciate everyone that's helped me with the shows all this time. A lot of people can't even get past like the 10th episode when they do this kind of thing. So getting to this milestone is great and appreciated. Long story short, if you guys don't know, there was a person who is not going to be on the show anymore, as you guys know. So I've had to kind of go out and do like job interviews for people to be consistent panelists on the show.
What did you do to Nate? Why is he not here anymore?
I told Nate I was going to start wearing a clan outfit on stream, and then he said he can't come. So there was supposed to be a great lady that was supposed to be on tonight, but she had a windstorm, so she has no power currently. So I told the other guy that could have been on, I told the other guy, I'll just start you on Monday. So things will look a little bit different coming up for some of the shows. So it's fine. Having new people is always good. Having new perspectives is always good. Different dynamics is good. I just haven't done it in about a couple of years. Usually after a couple of years, I go out and I ask if you want to join the show. And I tell people, hey, this is who I am. I'm not changing. I'm the top G Riz master for a reason. So, I've gotten to this point being who I am. So I'm not changing because it's been a consistent thing I've been able to do. So people know, and you guys will either see them as guests on the panels or you'll see me do one-on-ones with them. So just a heads up for anybody. So Theo's going to be our resident woman that has 4 kids that lost her power, actually.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Hey. Oh my gosh. Toasty's here too, because literally I had nobody else at the last minute and begged her to come on.
So other than that,
how's that glowing endorsement? Like, you're only on the show because I literally couldn't find anyone else to take your spot.
That's kind of wow.
No, I'm kidding. She said
they never fucking invites me.
That's not true. You were literally on like last Monday.
If he could find a monkey clapping cymbals to take your place, he would have, but he couldn't do it, and that's why you're here.
Oh God, I'm kidding.
Toasty, I'm happy to be on a panel with you. I've been following you on Twitter for a bit, so
yeah,
I appreciate it.
She sounds so disconnected from
No, it's true. I hear people saying that I'm super entertaining on Twitter. I'm always fighting with someone and trolling people and calling people spear chuckers.
Good Lord, man. Is that what you call Indian people or something?
I would assume that's what she calls black people.
Technically, at one point, everybody has been a spear chucker. I mean, you have the what do you call those? The European people that used to go hunting, the Vikings, Indians, blacks. Everybody's been a spear chucker, right? I mean,
at one point in history or not, yes, you're absolutely right. It is.
You try to say that no one threw rocks at no point in their life?
I would say African
rocks and spears, but I mean,
I watched some African documentaries that they still use spears to hunt animals. So
Well, the spear is the easiest, most versatile, and most universal weapon of all humanity. The only other thing that comes close to being as universally created by all cultures would be the hammer.
We'll get intros out of the way. As people know, I'm currently still working on getting all of my content done, as you guys have seen. You guys have really, really enjoyed it. So that's awesome. Thank you guys for your support on the videos. And I told people this before, I'm throwing out videos and I'm just seeing what happens. Basically just throwing shit at the wall and saying with sticks. Not just kidding. Working on getting all this stuff done. Literally, this man, if you just would change your religion to being a Catholic, I respect you more, because obviously they're the peak of
I don't need your respect that much. I'm good.
God. Hey man, if Jesus really loved us all, why did he allow slaves? Come on, man.
Ask Tiny's people. There's a lot of bad stuff that's happened to them. So.
Oh my God. Whoa. Okay.
No, absolutely. We are a lot of bad shit has happened to my people.
I'm not gonna lie,
because
and a lot will continue in the future. That's an episode of the Bible.
I will say this: if you look at the history of Jews, they're always getting fucked for some reason.
It's almost as if there's an entity out there that really doesn't like the Jewish people.
Maybe they really are God's chosen people. If they're really going through this much shit. I'll be honest, if you can survive that much and almost getting like possibly extinct because of Hitler, you know what? I'll give you credit. You probably are God's chosen people at that point. You know.
We went through a lot even before Hitler.
Quentin
it's
says,
almost as if there's somebody out there who just really hates Chinese people because Chinese people were responsible for bringing forth the Messiah.
Oh God. Quentin says, just came here to see how hot Tiny was gonna look today, and she ain't even on stream. Yeah.
It's Saturday. She doesn't dress up here on Saturday.
Can we keep the simping in the chat to a minimum, please? This is a family show.
I tell her,
no,
can we?
Anyone who lets their kids watch this show needs to have their kids taken away.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Jeez. Are you saying I'm like R. Kelly or something? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God.
I'm just saying you're not in jail yet.
I can be PG. People misunderstand.
No, MSK. There's such a thing called an unregistered sex offender. It doesn't make him any less than a sex offender than the registered one.
I'm not tackling on that. That's bait. I've learned my lesson after all these years of doing podcasts. Good Lord. I'm just pointing out. I can be put together. You could put me on a news broadcast, and I would not be degenerate at all. I'm not going to go on like, let's say I got invited on Fox News. I'm not going to be there next to that lady saying like, dicks, fuck me in the ass, fist me, bitch. I'm not going to say that on live television.
You're going to be asked to be on Fox News sitting this lady because that's all you say on this.
Yeah.
Did you just ignore everything I just said? This is why your people. Oh my God!
I very specifically answered to what you were saying.
Oh my God!
Saying that you can be civilized enough to be on national TV, but you're never going to get there if you don't act civilized here, at least a little bit.
And no one wants to have you on a place where they can compromise, their job.
Oh God! I'm just pointing out. If I was on a live broadcast, I would not. I know how to change it up every once in a while.
You know when you are MSK, you're like the little kid, like when the adults are playing video games, but he wants to sit there and play too, and then they hand him a controller that's not plugged in, just so he can pretend like he's part of the game, man, but he's not.
Dude, when I was younger, I had a GameCube. We had a GameCube. We were so poor, we couldn't afford an actual other controller. You know those ghetto controllers that were fat, lumpy. Oh my God,
that Game Pro controllers.
Oh yeah. It was trash, man. I would always play it on a handicap to help my younger brother out because I don't want him playing on that shit, but it's fine. It's all good. So we'll do intros really quickly. We'll start with Toasty. Ladies first. How are you doing? I know you missed me. I know, the sex was great last night. It's all good. No.
Well, I've been doing okay besides health issues, but I've been going on other people's panels and streaming a lot, so that's been fun. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
At least you're doing good. And whenever you are feeling down, well, don't call me, but just know I'm always gonna hope you push through. I'm kidding. Like the thing is, I'm not the most I'm not the person that was like, hey, I'm going through bad shit. I'll be like, I don't know how to.
We get it. You're autistic. That's fine.
Wait a minute. Are you saying artistic?
Autistic.
Oh, you're insulting me. Well, that's why you're white. All right. Theo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, I'm
mom with 4 kids.
Doing good. Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here. Hey, happy 100th show, by the way. Congratulations.
Fuck you.
On
Go
that.
to hell. Hope you
Thank
die.
you. Okay. Thank you for inviting me to your 100th show, man. Happy to be here. Happy to be a part of the magic.
Yeah. Actually, I want to be a magician. That's what I want to be when I grow up now.
Lord.
How to make my sex life disappear.
How to bring my dad back into my life.
Oh shit. But yes, make sure you guys go and subscribe to Theo's channel. He has 15 subscribers.
Every night he performs the same joke, the same setup, and it never comes. It's just 2 hours of maybe this will be the night, and then you open the box and it's still empty.
You're worse than the Roman Catholics. I hate you. So, but yes, Theo had 2 episodes in this podcast so far. Make sure you guys go and listen in on that. And he's talking about, I fucking stunk at it when I first did it. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before you do it.
Yeah,
actually, you're not gonna get better for a while. You're actually better in your current state right now than a lot of people, but it takes time to get a form and how you consistently like have a conversation. It took me like years. I was retarded when I first started, and now I'm definitely well more put together, more charismatic, more sassy. You know, the Riz Master is there, but I kind of tone it down every once in a while. Are you petting your pussy?
Yeah, I have a cat. It's blending in with my sweater, so it looks like I'm just like hitting myself in the dick. But there's a cat here.
Why is that thing like always looking in your cabinets, even though there's nothing there?
Yeah, well, because there used to be stuff in there, and then I moved it all because he could take it. So now I have to keep all the cat toys and the cat food in the fridge. So
You
that's
have
the
to
one place
hide
you can't get
everything.
to.
Yeah, every time I had a cat, we had to hide. We had to make sure the cords were wrapped up in like saran wrap so they wouldn't touch it. They always go after cords. They're like mentally deranged animals. Society, our resident black man I keep here to keep off my plantation when I'm whipping him. How you doing, man?
What's up, loser?
God, I know you watched 12 Days of Slavery.
12 Days of Slavery, is that a movie?
I'm pretty sure you could see yourself in that movie, right? Brad Pitt was
That's a
pretty
Christmas classic, actually.
That's 12 Days a Slave.
I've never seen it.
On the third day of slavery, my master came to me.
The
5 golden whips.
Oh God! Wow. Hey, it's okay, man. The Mary Jane Pittman movie. I'm pretty sure you could see yourself in that growing up, right?
I don't even know what that is. It's a blur.
You'd be surprised.
We're almost at the end of the year. I just want these movies to be over with so I can go home.
Yeah, just go home and cry. Our resident Jew lady who likes One Piece, one of the most overrated animes of all time. Just kidding, I love that shit. Tiny, how you doing?
Mostly all right, but I'm not on screen for the reason I'm normally not on screen, not feeling so good pain wise. So as much as I
have a question for the Jew lady. I see you have a nice little photo there with a gator. Have you actually eaten gator before?
I did. I had gator bites.
Well, hold on.
In Louisiana before I went to Israel and started to become kosher. I've been kosher since 2005.
But let me ask you this though: was it fried or was it smoked? There's a big difference.
Fried. It was they said it was from the tail and it was bite size and fried.
Yeah. You should have had the smoked gator.
I don't remember if that was an option at that little place I stopped.
Who eats gator?
I've had a gator burger before.
For the first time, and there was this spot that like my mom found online that had like really fab reviews off the beaten path. I actually had to get directions from a sheriff because I got lost.
Yeah, no, in Louisiana, I think there's like a law that any gator that's like over 6 feet, you can like kill it because it's a danger to like the ecosystem or whatnot. So people go down to Louisiana and all the time just straight up hunting gators.
You had it on your podcast. I remember it was like last year. There was a gator in Florida. It just tore through the fence. Those iron black fences.
Yep.
They
do that all the time.
Yep.
That's why like all the homes in Florida, they have like surrounded, like the pools are kind of like surrounded towards like these big giant like bird cage style things. They do that, one, for hurricanes, and two, to keep the gators from getting into people's pools in the morning. Because imagine you just being one of those people, be like, oh man, I really want to go in my pool. It's so hot outside. And you jump in and you realize halfway in there's a fucking gator in your pool. That would be terrifying.
Actually, just shit your pants.
I was actually shocked how many gators don't seem to have a problem with chlorine.
Good Lord, man. And people are scared of sharks. It's like crocodiles are literally like technically a land shark if we're going by that logic. You'll most likely encounter a crocodile or an alligator before you encounter a shark.
I mean, dude, jumping into a pool with a gator, tell me that's not a fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm ending right there.
Iron Oxide, how are you doing, man? Our resident white man, Reno 911 member.
Yeah, whatever. I'm good. I didn't have time to get ready for the stream, so I'm going camera off. I got all my shit moved around. It's a big mess in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing?
I've been working pretty much nonstop. This time of year is always busy, so didn't have time to stream last couple of weeks. Yesterday was the first time back on the show. Theo was there. It was a good time. Next week's going to be better because we're going to get into the whole Goomergate stuff.
Yeah.
And I got a 24-hour plan, hopefully before Christmas, where I'll be playing Killing Antidote. So that fits right in with that topic. So
Hell yeah. Ugh, goodness gracious. It's so crazy to see all these people just have this. It's just every side does this. They had like this entire meltdown because of a single Twitter account posting a gaming clip for a game that they've never purchased, aren't gonna play. And that's also crazy too. Some of the people that say they don't like it, I'm just being honest here. I'm not saying these people are grifters. That's not what I would call people. I've never seen them play games or live stream games. I'm just pointing out it's odd that people are talking about video gaming without actually playing them. I'm saying you have to play that exact game, but just not any gaming presence at all. Because you guys know I talk about gaming because I've been fucking gaming my entire life, honestly. You know, so you know if I'm playing a game, I would know what I'm saying. But I've not seen certain people play games in general. You know, so it's really hard to be like, that's what kind of sets you off. Even though Grand Theft Auto, you can literally get a gun, blow a fucking prostitute's brains out, take all her money, drive the car, and start shooting people down the street. But I guess
another, and then Call of Duty has realistic military-based warfare. But they're complaining. They found out the game they're complaining about is the First Descent. It's nothing. Oh my god, a little bit of cheesecake and shit. Get out of here.
Yeah, like, hey, I told you this. I don't mind if people are religious. I really don't. But there's at a certain point, it's like, bro, come on. Like, God created women to be in his image. He wants you to look at hot, naked women, just not lust after them, which is pretty hard. But, like, come on, man. I love looking at the female form. It's pretty good,
Well, like here's and look, I gotta be honest with you. I'm probably gonna go a little harder on some of you people. There's a lot of hypocrisy in our sphere regarding this whole situation because we all know that those Melanie Max comments that really spearheaded this whole thing. I don't know the two Johns think that they contributed. They really didn't.
Dread Roberts, whatever his name is, he had one that was just like, oh my god, you're smoking crack. You're just on crack.
Well, it brought up a great point too. It's like, okay, imagine if this was Alyssa McCarthy made the exact same comments that Melanie Mac did regarding the exact same game. Everyone in our sphere will be absolutely running her down and tearing her apart. But at the same time, because it's Melanie Mac, everyone has to like leap to her defense because like she's on our team instead of thinking, that was just a trash take. What you said.
Can anyone explain to me what happened in a short, succinct amount of time? Just because I don't game, so I don't pay a lot of attention to the gaming.
Here's the too long didn't read version, just in case you guys didn't catch up what happened.
As you tell her,
there was a clip that went viral a week ago about some game that's called like the First Descendant or something like that. I've never heard the game. It is what it is.
Is it with the girl dancing with her butt cheeks?
Yeah, that's it. So that clip went viral, and then all of a sudden, I wouldn't say everyone, but there was a lot of people in our sphere who went full retard on the whole thing because first what they did is that they said, oh, this is pornography. And then they went on to immediately say that, oh, because this is pornography, it must be banned. So they went on this whole thing about why we need to ban these type of games. And Melanie Mac went on to start insulting people who even likes those type of games, calling them degenerates and coomers and
losers,
saying that they're just as bad as the LGBTQ.
Who also, Melanie Mac also went to bat for Stellar Blade, a game with identical aesthetics to this, if not worse.
Yeah, exactly right.
And by worse, I mean better.
And she went to bat for Stellar Blade, and she's so famous partially because of her obsession with Tomb Raider.
I just want to point out, but before society keeps going, at least to somewhat of Melanie Mac's credit, she has been in the gaming industry for a very long time. So at least just to one only credit to her point.
That doesn't excuse a pure blatant hypocrisy.
No, I'm not saying
it feels that way at least.
No, I'm not speaking about hypocrisy. I'm saying like she at least has a gaming background, so I would somewhat she has just a terrible take. Other people I've seen don't game. I don't see you stream games. I don't see you talk about games.
So can I also point out? So I do streams with a lot of gamers or people that gamers.
You don't game with me,
and they it's all good. And they love video games and all that, right? And so I did a stream where I've seen some of these streams with bigger content creators, and they were actually they had their take about this guy that was just like, this isn't good, like it's too much like showing off of women's bodies and stuff. And then Melanie had posted a comment under that kind of like agreeing to what that guy said. And she even called people that play those type of games or play with those type of characters losers. She said it herself in the comments, but I've noticed a lot of these people didn't really say anything about what Melanie has said. and we're only focusing on the men or the guy that had posted
I know what
it.
you're saying. They're talking around to like defend her, to not talk about her take because the guys. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
I think, and I thought that was kind of unfair. And I know even some of them even had her on their shows. I've seen them on their streams as well, and I get it that you're cool with her and everything. But I also think if she has a similar take to be like, I kind of don't agree with Melanie Mac either. Instead of kind of not even saying anything of what she's,
Since when did we become the leftists? So when did it not okay for us to disagree about what we like and don't like?
It happened on various things earlier too. This is just a straw that broke the camel's back. I've seen not saying many people. I actually like a lot of people here. At this point, this is me not shitting on people, but I've seen this with movies. I've seen this with television, where like just a simple like, hey, I like this new thing. How dare you? You betrayed us. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, weirdo? You're not allowed to still like stuff. I'll say this, I might not like leftist people at all, but if they put out something that's actually good quality stuff, I'll say I like it. No problem with that. But apparently, just saying
nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, but apparently,
Red One was good.
Yeah, I have to reluctantly admit that Red One was I actually enjoyed it. I wanted to hate it so that I could dunk on Tiny. But
nevertheless, it's one of those things where it's kind of like expected. You're supposed to not like stuff, and it's like, no. You're supposed to go on with technically an open mind to a certain extent, right? But now you see a situation like this. I'll just tie my point back in, where it's like someone made a point about a lot of people. She's basically just generalized everybody, and then a lot of people that liked her have her as a friend. I'm not saying you have to not have her as a friend. I'm not saying that, but it's just this is why I tell people that women just have a privilege like that. The guys got it way worse because they're dudes, and women just get a free pass for anything, even just something as simple as that. Just simple.
They're always gonna sweep for the chicks first. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we all heard about the OnlyFans girl who just made like $42 million on that platform, and it's like, look, we should all know that by this point, there's absolutely no reasoning with Sims. They're just not.
Yeah,
I would have to agree. I think that's why a lot of people, and also her having a huge following, you know what I mean, and her being a pretty girl. I think people were not going to touch the fact that she called people that played characters like those or games like those losers. She said it in the comments herself. Anybody that plays games like these or morons or losers, I don't know if that's exactly what she said, but I know losers were in that comment.
Yeah, like she didn't do the whole thing of like, oh, maybe not all, but some like what I would do. I'm not saying not all women are like this. When I use a preference out of it, I'm not saying all women are like this. She didn't say that. She literally just said, "All if you like that, it's all of you." That's just a blatant.
Yeah, if you like this game or you like this, you're a loser or something. Actually winning.
And people were going off on the guy.
The guy did write a huge paragraph,
and it was smoking crack. That was terrible.
He had a really bad take. But hers weren't any better, and this goes back. She's been putting her foot in her mouth for.
I stopped following her a while ago.
Yeah, big time. And no, everybody tiptoes around her ass. It's like, get out of here. She says stupid shit. She says stupid shit.
Yeah.
She's a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite. End of fucking story.
That's the
also,
thing.
I have noticed nobody has given any props to the fucking engineers who figured out how to do separate jiggle physics for the buttocks and the breasts. That's impressive. It took someone months to figure that out.
Tiny, I'm
glad you focused on that.
They had a model. They had a model like, okay, now jump like this, not move like that.
I'm just pointing out. This is once again. I'm not this. If you're religious, it's fine. But to fucking lose your mind over a woman that's not even naked. She looks almost just like what Cammy is in Street Fighter, essentially. But
and people were saying things like, Melanie, you've played games or you've liked games where some of the women have similar outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
If anyone played Stellar Blade, your opinion is fucking thrown out if you disagree with that. You just
let's go back to Tomb Raider, man. To promote Tomb Raider back in the 90s or early 2000s, one of the third or fourth release in the series, to promote it, they had Lara Croft on the cover of Playboy, along with some scantily clad pictures. Yeah. They've been doing that forever. That's her favorite fucking game. So get out. That was the original cheesecake game.
And you guys,
Not only that, if that's the argument that you're going to stand on, you can say that like about games like Tekken, Dead or Alive, Mortal Kombat, who have all used sexy costumes to market and sell their games too. So to all of my, this is porn and it needs to be banned immediately because it's okay. Where's the line now? So you're saying here that we need to ban porn, and I'm now labeling this to be porn. So what is the line of what makes porn? Because now you're going to use that as a jump off point to say that these specific games need to be banned. What's the line? Is it just sexual stuff? Are we going for uber violence? There's a lot of games out there where you just straight up kill people.
I just want to point out it's no different than when the gamer leftist people that develop the game say, "Oh, you're only buying this game to fap off to the women." There's no different. It's literally no different than that. It's like
you're just putting a different hat on the same ideals and arguments because both of them treat it like religion. The woke left, that is their religion. Melanie Mack has Christianity, and they're both saying the same shit is wrong, and they both want to censor the same shit
for different reasons. Like the women are too pretty. Like the left is just like the women are too pretty. There isn't enough inclusivity. Let's kind of make them pushy and ugly, right? And then the right, like the super Christians, are like too sexy. That's too much. Let's cover her up. It's just different reasons. No, it's just for different reasons.
Yeah, and that's what the two Johns got upset about because people were pointing out it's like you're doing the exact same thing for different reasons. Like one side wants essentially the women to be covered up because they hate femininity, right? Anything that is a viable, easily identifiable female attribute, they don't want to see it whatsoever, which is why they celebrate all the protagonists that all look like dudes now, right? And then on the other side, the people think that they're saving the world by getting rid of sexy video games, so they also want to get rid of sexy characters as well. You're both doing the exact same thing, just for different reasons. But they don't want to admit that because they want to pretend like, oh no, we're totally different than those people. It's like, are you?
And the devs. I'm sorry, the devs coming out and saying you're just buying our shit to fap to it. Dumbass, that's what pays your bills. You should be hoping that more people are buying it to fap.
What are you doing my product?
Oh, look at all these weirdos buying our stuff. It's like,
and you know what's crazy about that? What you guys just said? That's their only customer. It's not like a Walmart where you have to cater to like grandmas and kids and all that other shit. No, that is your only customer base is just gamers. That's it. Yep. And they just talk to you like you're just a piece of shit. Actually, for someone who says, MSK, it's just one time, man. It's just one time. You're only just over analyzing it. I literally bookmark another one that just came up today. So it's not just one time. It's never just one time anyway. People just always gaslight people when they say that. It's just one time, man. Just let it go. If it was just one time, I would let it go. But it's not just one time. Because situations like this happen where you have like games that literally have such, in Grand Theft Auto 5, you torture someone and a guy rapes a girl.
Mm-hmm. So this is another little side thing because also this week people were pointing out that I guess one of the Call of Duty games, they have like a bond attachment to like a gun now, so you can now like smoke a bong while you're playing like Call of Duty. Now, look, if you're asking me my honest opinion of Call of Duty, I stopped playing Call of Duty when Battlefield 3 came out. So that goes to show you like how out of the loop I've been in Call of Duty. But people are saying, oh, this is degeneracy. We need to get rid of degeneracy in video games. It's like, this is a game where you do violently murder people and then you taunt people as you murder them as well. So it's like, is the line of degeneracy just smoking a bond, or is it the excessive violence and murder? It's like, again, what line are we defining as the line that we need to stop at?
That's the other thing too. Is like everyone wants like, I guess the moral arbiters want to be like, this is the line we should draw. No. Everyone could kind of collectively, subconsciously agree that we draw the line at. I think the only thing you should draw the line at, in my opinion, as a moral, is kids. Do not let this harm kids. That's it. I think, but everyone would agree with that no matter what. I don't have to say that to you. You just understand that as a basic.
Do you guys recall? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask. So now we're still on the topic about what the guy wrote there. Do you think that Melanie Mack really believes most of the stuff she puts out there? I think she could be a Christian, but I think she exaggerates it because she's known for the crazy Christian girl that likes to eat butter, right? I think she just I don't believe half the things she writes. I think she just exaggerates everything.
I don't think she's
like a troll. I don't know,
because
I don't think she's smart enough for all that, honestly.
So here's the thing. I know a little bit more about obviously Christian life and Bible and stuff like that. And my representate my understanding of who Melanie Mack is that she just comes off as someone who's far more self-righteous, as if she thinks that because she's a Christian that she's just morally better than everyone else, right? She's like one of those, you get that a lot from obviously the two Johns, the Catholics and the Calvinists and that whole group too. So there are just a lot of self-righteous douchebags out there who like to hammer their views around everyone else because they view themselves as on a level above everyone else. I think that's more of what you're talking about here. And on two things about that. One, as a Christian, it does annoy me because, like I said, she's beating the drum of being like this mega Christian, but at the same time, it's like you don't even believe in the gospel of Christ, the person that you keep saying, "Oh, Christ is my king. I do everything for Christ," but you don't actually believe in Christ for your salvation, which that makes no sense to me whatsoever. That's a whole conversation we get into on another time.
What do you think about her change to Christianity, though? I never asked you that. Remember, because
well, here's the thing. So if you recall, her and Shaxworth got into it a while back ago. I think it's like a month or two ago.
I remember that.
And I had Shaxworth on the show right after that happened talking about it. Yeah. And we were like pointing out then how, she claims that Christian ideals and like all this stuff, but she doesn't even fundamentally believe the tenets of the quote unquote religion that she's following here, right? And this is another big sticking point why I'm falling out with the two Johns, because they're all into the whole Catholic thing, but they're basically worshiping a dead woman who they think is the mother of God, which is just complete and utter nonsense, right? So there's fundamental issues that I have with them as well. And then on the other side of this, I have obviously the argument that goes around the video game sphere. And this is kind of the point that I don't understand here is that, do you guys recall a few months ago, there was a video game that was being, I guess, kind of tested or whatnot. So essentially like a realistic first-person shooter. Some of you guys may remember this, some of you guys may not. It was basically developers doing, what's the best way to describe it? Kind of like a 4D first-person shooter where you can put the goggles on and like everything looks like real life, and you're shooting people, and like the violence is like super realistic. And people were saying, okay, this is something that we're developing for the next like few years and whatnot. I actually pushed back on this, and then here's the reason why I pushed back on it, right? I push back on it is because the argument that you always hear from people who like to, ban video games or like hump down on video games is like, oh, this is going to inspire, real life violence and whatnot. Now, normally that's nonsensical because we can obviously tell the difference between real life and video games. I felt like this game that they were working on developing was essentially cutting down and blurring that line between reality and obviously fiction to the point where if somebody did try to say that, oh, somebody's using a game like this to essentially prepare for like a real attack or a real act of violence, it'll be harder and harder to defend on the ground of, no, it's just a video game, it's not real, when you're like I said, you're blurring that line between reality and fiction. That was the thing that bothered me about that game. I think I was like the only person that actually like stood up publicly against that game when it came out because I didn't like the direction that it was heading. Nobody else said anything about that. I only think most of the big channels even like picked up on it. Like, oh, no one reported it or anything like that. No one really reported much about the whole Boulder Gate thing where you can have sex with bears, even though that was like a meme for a while, that people are just having sex with animals and that's like game of the year and all that stuff. They memed it, but they didn't really like speak out against it.
Oh, another one.
All of a sudden you get...
Go ahead. Talking about Sparking Zero.
Yeah.
Lost literally. It had like 100K some players. Literally lost entirely. Literally it's down to like what 9K players now.
Yeah.
No one talked about that.
So there's actually issues within video games where if you want to take a moral stance on something, you can legitimately have an argument about, hey, I don't know if this is the way that we should be going here. Now we're doing like, realistic shooters and bestiality. It's like, okay, maybe we should dial it back just a little bit. No one said anything there, but because for some reason there's a group of people out there that think that porn is like the only sin you can actually commit, and they want to be like, oh, I'm against, the softcore pornography because I'm a Christian, blah, blah, blah. It's like, where were you guys with all these other issues that actually did affect the gaming community? And I'm speaking as someone who I've mentioned many times before. I have a PS3 by choice. I haven't been involved actively in the gaming community since around the PS4 era, right? But I still like retro games, anything that's basically like, Super Nintendo up into, I would say, PS3. I am well versed in, but I'm not, in the current age of gamers and whatnot. But still, there's a lot more issues that have a lot more substance to it that you guys can talk about with your big platforms, but you don't do that. But somehow a 20-second video clip of a girl wearing an alternate costume shaking her butt, that's what you guys spend a week arguing about and dividing the fan base about. Like, that to me, like, is very, very hypocritical, considering the fact that you guys can use your platforms on much bigger issues that we've seen over the course of the last few months, which tells me you kind of really don't care that much.
Yeah, I think also.
So what do
you what?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, so like he has his take of what he think, the whole Melanie Mac thing. What do you think about her? Like, do you think she's just doing it to troll? Do you think she actually thinks she's better than everyone else just because she says she's
like
Christian?
I said, I think there's a lot of self-righteousness with Melanie Mac, and I've called her out about this a couple of times.
Self-righteousness,
because
man.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, my big sticking point as a Christian is that you're going around calling yourself a Christian. You want essentially in your spirit yourself to be the shining example of what it is to be a Christian, but you don't actually believe in the doctrine of justification or salvation or anything like that. You fundamentally disagree with that, which to me is a big problem, because you're calling yourself a Christian, you're modeling yourself the Christian values. It's like you don't even actually believe in what your Lord and Savior did for you. Like that's a big sticking point that I have with a lot of people, which is why I don't really hang out with a lot of people who openly profess themselves to be Christians unless they show me a fundamental understanding of the gospel. With people like her, because they look more towards themselves, there's a lot of self-righteousness, and Melanie's the type of girl who looks at herself and be like, oh, well, I don't watch porn and I don't support the LGBTQ and I do this and I do that, so that means that I'm better than insert group people here. And it's like, that is not the whole point. That is not the point of
That's also what turns people off from actually getting into religion, is self-righteous.
Exactly.
How long has she
That's
been a
why
Christian?
I don't
You
get
guys
into
know?
it.
How long has she been a Christian? Do you guys know?
Who, or her or me?
Melanie Mac.
But that's the story.
I've heard it's been a few years. I don't know the exact
because
date.
she was with a guy. This is from what I read online. She was with a guy, and apparently that guy turned gay and he started fucking dudes, and and she broke up with him and she turned to be a Christian after that. Just pointing it out.
That's like a super villain origin story, if ever.
Yeah. Right.
No, but here's the thing: when it just about censorship in general, there are people that are completely against censorship, and then people that are for it, but pretend like they're not. Oh, I don't like this version of censorship. I should be the one in control of censoring what everybody gets to see and not see. Not you. It should be my job, and people who think like me.
Yep.
Again, it's a form of self-righteousness.
Yep.
Oh, 100%. Tiny, did you want to go?
Well, I mean, everyone's basically said there's nothing else really to say.
Yeah.
That, there's a certain level of hypocrisy. And someone in the chat said that someone actually brought up with Melanie about Tomb Raider being on Playboy, and she kind of tried to deny it or like sidestep it or something. And it's like, it happened. It is. It's not. I don't understand why people can't just be honest.
Yeah, it's crazy. Even God, it stretches to another thing. Even when you bring up something to somebody that's a little bit negative about their favorite thing, they can't in good conscience go, potentially I can see that's bad. It's just no. Like, that's the thing is, how would I say this though? Like, you gotta understand, the reason why I talk about women the way I do is because of situations like this. Like, her takes definitely got shit. I'm not saying they didn't, but just the way that people were trying to step around and dance around it was just so cringe. It's like, why are we scared of this broad?
I was about to say, like, why does anyone, I'm not saying like to bombard her or anything like that, but be like, yo, I don't agree with your take. I think it's just kind of hypocritical that you don't like censorship or anything like that, but here you are just fucking calling every fucking gamer who likes half naked girls or attractive pretty girls with minimal clothing losers and stuff like that. That's a lot of, or if not most of, men who like anime and gaming and all that. Who doesn't want to see some boobies? You know what I mean? Like, I know streamers that fucking literally stream sexy anime girls and stuff like that, and they would talk about Melanie Mac and stuff like that, but they would never.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, another thing, just real quick too. So this is something that we've been talking about on Bounding a lot over the last several months. Actually, is that these developers, because a lot of these games with like the sexy girls that come from either Japan or Korea, that seems to be where the top two development is right now. Yeah. But there's a crossroads here because the SJWs for the last few years have been trying to control that region so they can stop getting sexy characters imported here to the United States, because, like I said, they don't want it here for other reasons, right? And what they've tried to do over the last several years is that, well, they know they can't control a company from overseas. What they're trying to do is that they're trying to convince them that, hey, audiences here in the United States don't want sexy characters anymore. So here's what you have to do to appeal to modern US audiences, right? So this has been their thing they've been doing over the last few years. And people have been pushing back against that because if you're listening to these people about what Americans want, you're going to end up losing your entire base over here. On top of that, now you have, like I said, the Christian self-righteous right over there basically doing the same thing, saying that, no, we don't want this over here. We want this banned over there. So when you start hearing from the far left and the far right specifically on this issue, it's only going to be a matter of time before Japan and Korea and these other developers are like, well, hey, I guess they don't want this anymore. And you know, the Western nations, they don't want this in the US anymore. So I guess we're going to have to start giving them people who look like dudes, just give them like short 5'3" bald black ladies. And then they'll be the
giant jaw lines, no chest, fully clothed.
Yep.
Well, hey, somebody has to speak up for the unreasonable Christian right, so I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. A lot of these games are way too much for me, but the way I respond to that is that I choose not to play them. And I try to encourage my friends not to play them too, because I think you'd be a better person if you didn't. But I'm not going to tell developers what they can and can't make. That's up to them.
Like I said, to be honest with you, I didn't even know what First Ascendant was until that clip.
Me either. I just saw the butt cheeks and I was like, hard pass.
And then even when I saw it, I was like, okay, this looks like some kind of like Fortnite.
I think I figured it out, though.
It's kind of like Fortnite and Overwatch. It's got a lot of traction. It looks pretty freaking cool, in my opinion. I just don't like playing online shooters that much. I like to play.
See, for me, that's not my style of game. So I mean, I just generally just wouldn't be interested in it anyway. But I'm not going to be like, oh, let's ban this because this is bad.
No, I think I figured out why the hypocrisy because with Stellar Blade, they didn't have ass jiggle physics. In this, they have ass jiggle physics, and it shows her just how much she doesn't have an ass.
Oh, the new update, it totally has ass jiggle physics.
Damn. Y'all are way too hard on Melanie Mac.
And
Melanie Mac can do whatever she wants.
Came out, didn't have the jiggle physics.
Tiny, why are you just focused on? Okay, I guess.
I also saw comments saying, "Listen, but there's also different skins for this character."
Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna say. That's an
you don't have to play
skin.
with.
You don't even have to play that. Like it's so cringe. Like it's an optional thing for it to look like that. The game.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Man.
And so if we're gonna attack degeneracy in video games, I think it's important to prioritize, right? So is the degeneracy the main course, or is it a side dish, or is it in this case an optional side dish, right? And also, if the main concern is getting degeneracy out of the culture, I don't know if video games is where we want to start
because it's fictional.
Right? I think we have what was the Society was saying? Sophie Rain made $43 million on OnlyFans. However much,
we're going to talk about the tricks on Twitch that are targeting 13-year-old boys and getting them hooked on it so that they'll subscribe to their own.
Right, we were talking about this last night,
and move on to ChatterBait and whatnot, and never go out into the real world and actually socialize with women.
Right, and also
maybe we could start there.
How can they target minors?
Oh yeah, well, okay. So Twitch is tricky because it's primarily like young people that are consuming it, and the Twitch thoughts have found out really creative ways to show a lot without violating the terms of service. And since they're so profitable for Twitch has no incentive to crack down on them.
Twitch and profit.
Yeah, so it's and it's like it's a gateway. Like Iron is exactly right. For a lot of these young men, it's a gateway to ChatterBait and OnlyFans and all this other stuff, which can be really disruptive to your life.
Even
like targeting the actual gamer girls that just happen to I get a few more people watching if I'm wearing, a low cut shirt or this or that. I could give a shit. Mm-hmm. It's the ones that actually have inserted themselves into Twitch from OnlyFans to garner that new, hook them while they're young, just like the alcohol and tobacco industry did.
Yeah. We covered this a while back ago. There were literally just women like with their butts out in like pools, like on stream, like that. There was no actual gaming content like going on whatsoever. And the reason why Twitch allowed it for so long is because they were getting a cut of all the money that were being donated there. So they allowed them because they were essentially their highest revenue at the time period. So it got to a point. I think this happened with the NFL when the NFL deal happened with Amazon, where they're showing NFL games on Amazon Prime and on Twitch. People were going to Twitch to find the NFL game, and we're just finding a bunch of like naked women in hot tubs, and they were like, "What the fuck is this? This is Twitch." Like we thought that this is where we're going to go see the football game. So the NFL got word that hey, you guys need to clean this up over here, or else we're gonna have to like change or alter our arrangement here. And that's when they finally started cracking down when the NFL hit down on them.
Oh, I just want to point out, talking about Twitch, I'm pretty sure just to sign up for Twitch, you only have to be like 16 years old. And you can also easily lie about your age. So you know how like when you sign up for a website, you can say, and they say, are you like over 18 years older?
Yeah, I guess
kids could easily just say they're 18 years or older. It's not that hard, you know.
Well, I mean, keep in mind back then when the whole thing started, it was just a place for gamers and streamers to like play video games. Like I was back when you had like, you know, the Vanoss channels and like the PewDiePies, and it just wanted to watch people play video games. And then, like I said, people realized, oh, I can basically, you know, make money here by, you know,
the hot tub meta. Remember that, man?
Doing
the
like a soft chatterbait on Twitch. Yeah, exactly.
The hot tub meta, oh my god, that like broke Twitch. Seeing women in bikinis in a fucking bathtub, that's all right, I guess. I told Tiny to do it, but she didn't want to. It's okay, it's fine. You know, I can do it.
I want to get your thoughts on this real quick. If MSK shows the video here for a second, because this is the trailer for the game that I was talking about here, and like I said, this is the gameplay for the one that they were working on. I'm not sure if they ever got this one finished or not, but it was basically supposed to be like a realistic take on like first person shooter. Now what you're seeing here is like, you know, it's a video game. It's not like real, but you can tell like how it very much blurs the line of this could easily be something you can watch on like 4chan that ends not so greatly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks too real. And honestly, I'm not a fan of real, like I need to have some form of a fantasy element in my video games. And so I don't play games like Call of Duty and shit like that, unless it's the zombie modes.
And
that's just me. I'm not saying like, oh, no one else should play the realistic based video game. I could give a shit. That's just not my jam.
Yeah.
I like more sci-fi or horror, you know, some form of a fantasy element.
See, because now we're talking about yeah, like I said, this is my argument, because now we're like making video games that just looks like body cam footage. And my argument then at the time is like, now this is where I think we're blurring the line a little too much between reality and whatnot. Because like I said, we used to say that when people make the argument, oh, this is inspiring acts of violence and people are going to be doing violent things because of these games. We used to say, well, it's clearly because no, this is fiction. It's a video game. It's not real. Everyone can tell that it's not real. But we start essentially cutting away what looks real, what doesn't look real, to the point where this is going to be our video games now. It's going to be a lot harder to make that argument in the future that this wouldn't inspire, you know, future shooters or future acts of violence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even though that would be ultra realistic, it's still been proven that video games don't make those people. And the people, it's been debunked so many times. It's just a myth that violent video games does not make you a violent person.
I think that argument holds up more weight with our generation, people who grew up at a time. People, like I said, you have to keep in mind, like, this generation, there's a group of people out there who've never lived in a time period where the internet was never a thing, where, you know, cable television wasn't as highly popular as it was now. It's like, we were still basically the last that generation that actually at some point in time went outside and played and knows what it was like to hang out with friends and not be hooked to a cell phone or a television or a video game and whatnot. And this generation now, with everything, with all the social media apps and the video games, like that line has been blurred more with, like, you know, Gen Z and the generation is going to come after them than it is with our generation. So you're going to start seeing a radical shift here in the way that we perceive it versus the way that they perceive it, because they don't know any different. Like, they were born into like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Like, they don't know any world outside of that.
Mm-hmm. To me, it's impossible to develop a game that like everybody's gonna like, right? But I think it's good enough that we have games of all genres made differently for everybody. The issue is taking a game that has already been made and is made specifically not to be like woke and stuff to sort of make it woke. I think that's people's issues, to make classic games that it was already cool to make it super fucking woke. And I think that if you want to make a woke game, then make a woke game. Don't take a classic that everybody likes and just change it up.
That's
and
why
I think that's everyone's issue.
They can't just make something new. If they just made something entirely new, a new IP, and it popped off, that's fine. At least you're not shitting on someone else.
Yeah, they have their own game.
They in fact, like Mortal Kombat, they took all the female fighters, reduced the chest size, put all the different outfit options are fully clothed, gave them massive masculine jaw lines. All the dudes have the same, you know, they can be fighting in a fucking Speedo. It's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just
can have their little gay
things.
games and whatever,
That's the thing. If you want to make a Mortal Kombat game that's nothing but fucking leather daddies that after they do their finishing move, fucking gyrate on a pole, go for it. I'm not going to buy it, but I'm sure there's an audience for it.
Yeah.
Just don't try to put it into the original Mortal Kombat.
Exactly.
Right.
Damn, I might be onto $1 million idea. Leather daddy fatality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leather daddy fatality simulator.
If you're gonna make it a AAA game, you might need $100 million. Just saying.
So speaking of hyper realistic games, I do want to show you guys something here because I feel like we've brought down the mood talking about Melanie Mac for like 50 minutes. So it's like I do have something a little bit more lighter that put smiles on the face talking about realistic graphics in video games.
Sure.
I was gonna say Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I've been on X and I love editing photos and stuff. So I've been taking like uglified female characters and editing to make them look more feminine just for the fun of it.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people.
Well, before we go over society's thing, get to some of the comments in the chat. Let's play MSK Simulator. What the fuck? Nate, what's up, Nate? How are you doing?
That'd be fun for 5 minutes until you figure out that Oh wait, actually, your room looks pretty good since the last time I was here. Look at that, bookshelves and shit.
I just want to point out, playing video games is obviously an escape. So if they do look more realistic, that's kind of odd. But hey, you should still be people will inherently always be playing them because it just makes you feel good. You want to just get away from the real world. It's crazy how people want a fictional world that's not real censored. It doesn't have any effect on you. Once you literally turn off the game, you're good. Well, go back and be in society.
The other thing that's really ruined everything from video games to all media is that I have to see myself in it. It's like, no. What if you're ugly?
The narcissism is that, I can't play a video game and looks exactly like me.
It's called an imagination.
What if you're ugly?
Gen Z and to some degree Gen Alpha have no fucking imagination. They have no ability. They can't see past the fucking nose in front of their face.
They were raised by wolves. I swear, some of these kids they're raised by wolves, like actually not people. They were put in front of an iPad at like the age of like 8.
Yeah, they weren't raised by wolves. They were raised by iPads.
Yep, that's the problem.
Yep.
iPads and single mothers.
They were all raised by that stupid.
Well, hold on, black ladies
woman in the overalls on YouTube.
Just saying, black women can't afford iPads. They got tablets for $40. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Toasty, can you talk about? Tiny doesn't play video games. She plays D&D like other nerds. Good lord. MSK Simulator. Stare at the screen. Eat leftover pizza. Sleep on box. Repeat. What the fuck? Oh God. Oh, Toasty wanted to show this.
Oh yeah, so this is an example. Eileen Gavin from Silent Hill. But by the way, I've never played most of these games before, but I hate the fact they look so ugly and they look like they have fetal alcohol syndrome. So I tried to like edit these. So that's the original right here. I think she looks a little odd, but whatever, not the worst. And this is my version of it. I think she looks better here. I don't know. I like to play with the.
Whoa! Hold on. She's showing skin. Nope, that's softcore porn.
Mm-hmm. Ban it now.
No, ban it. Theo, you can't lust after her. Sorry, man. We just ruined your Christian eyes.
That's okay. I'll be fine. That's the thing. It's on. I'm pretty good at self-regulating at this point. I also think this is a reflection on how pornified the culture is. Like, I don't think you realize how it's everywhere. Unless you stop using internet pornography for a sustained period of time, you just don't realize how much of our culture is just like tits in your face all the time. It's
and not only that, there's just another aspect of this that no one ever really talks about that, because I've had arguments with this with friends a long time ago. Like, people's like, oh, well, you can't put that in video games. People are gonna lust after it. And it's like, dude, I've talked to so many guys, keep in mind here, that are simply not attracted to animated women because they know that it's animated. Like, there's no, they told me like they can't find like any like sexual attraction to something that they know is not real. So they're not. They're not attracted to video game characters. They're not attracted to cartoons because like their brains don't even pick that up. So the whole idea is like, oh, we need to prevent this from lust. It's like there's only a small percentage of dudes that actually lust for video games. Like the characters. I
even told you guys this. I literally can't. People said, "Why aren't you in a hentai?" You like, and I don't. I don't get hard from watching no hentai. It's what the fuck is weird.
Well, that's probably the fact that you're just a degenerate at this point.
Oh yeah.
Hard anymore. But yeah,
it's just one of these things of like, oh no, we gotta police boobies and anime. It's like, are you fucking retarded? What is wrong with you? Like, I keep in mind, people will claim they like women but want to censor women boobs. Just pointing out there, it's kind of weird. It makes you kind of gay.
I've admitted to. I think I've even told you guys this a while back ago. I think MSK even brought this up to you. There was
fuck off
watching. There was an anime that I saw. I think it was on Tubi, and it was like literally like the first 10 minutes of it. Like it's not like a hentai like, at all, but it was like one of those like ecchi ones where like some woman runs into the screen and like literally falls like right on the guy's face, and she gets like stuck there for like a good minute. I'm just sitting here like, really? It's like it's 10 minutes.
But the thing, you know that's just not real. It's just a cartoon.
Exactly. It's so ridiculous. Like you can't even take it seriously. Which is like my immediate reaction is like, really? Is this what we're doing?
No, I would agree with you guys that OnlyFans and porn and all this stuff did a number of people. Yeah. That's agreeable, but that's real life.
Dude, like when you're cleaning out your bank account for like women that you've met on that's where it's like, okay, guy, like you need to stop. Like
it's you can literally type up X videos, which I don't do. I go to church now. I'm not watching porn anymore. But it's one of these things where OnlyFans and porn have much more problems than fucking fictional butthole. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? That I would agree with. Like, I don't think guys should be, fucking going crazy over porn. But that's the thing is, there's a lot of people that are crazy over porn, but they have well put together lives, though. They're not a complete degenerate.
Right, but it's bad for the soul, MSK. It's bad for the soul. Corrupts the soul.
Hey, man, I'm doing great. My soul is pure, and I am...
this man doesn't even...
When was the last time you asked Tiny what it tasted like?
Now, here's the thing, man. I'm no fucking porn
Tiny what it tastes like. It probably tastes like shit. Good Lord.
The difference between, some video games with a little cheesecake versus... people with severe porn addictions or anything, those are night and day fucking problems.
And it is fair to say people with severe porn addictions probably don't even clock the cheesecake and video.
No,
that doesn't even show up on their radar because
there's a big gap between like the guys who like the perv watch Baywatch and then like the guys who are like so obsessed with porn.
Right. And so this is what I would say to Melanie Mac. Now I will say, cards on the table, like an average looking tattoo Jesus freak is basically my dream girl. Like, so Melanie Mac is like right in my fucking wheelhouse. That's what I'm looking for. However, I will say if her goal is to reduce the effect that porn is having on society, I wonder if video games is the right place to start. I think maybe there's other stuff that we could go to.
I will say this. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think it shouldn't even be on the radar. Video games are so inconsequential in people's lives, to be honest here. There's way bigger problems to tackle. Literally, girls on Twitch showing basically all their whole entire butthole. It's probably more important.
Let's be honest, like a lot of these porn sites, like one of the problems with that is
rank them.
They don't have an adequate system to make sure they're not exploiting minors.
Were you more of an X videos or Pornhub kind of man? Asking for a friend.
Wait, who are you talking to?
You said you used to be a porn addict. What was your top 5 porn sites?
Oh, I'm retired.
What was the top 5 sites that ruined your life?
Let's do top 10 favorite porn videos.
I need to know for research purposes.
Hey, we could do this. I said one stream. We could do top 10 sex positions. Selena left. She was like, "I'm leaving. I'm not doing that. It's degenerates." Like Selena.
I fucking wonder why, dude.
Yeah.
Hi, Nate.
Hey, Selena's classy. She's a married lady.
Yep.
She didn't do the ranking where we were ranking women by their race. When it got to black women, Me Society and Vagabond said black women are F tier. She just left.
Bro. I have a different experience. MSK and I have already talked about this. I have a very different experience.
I'm saying if we're ever gonna, because Tiny couldn't be there because I don't think she likes doing that stuff. But like, if we're ever doing any of us degenerate guys, will rank the sex positions and porn websites. Just saying.
I will push back on this one thing that Walter just said. He said, a guy has a crippling porn addiction because he does not to wear pants while he's streaming. I will say this: I have not watched porn in 3 years. Right, I've gone 3 years without porn. I still do not wear pants during streaming because it's my house. Nobody can tell me wear pants in my house.
Me too. I don't wear pants either.
That's the thing I said. I'm literally in my own house and I pay God.
What's the point of paying rent if you can't not wear pants in your own place? So like that's the whole point.
Selena doesn't wear pants. All she wears is like leggings and butt shorts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
See, so Iron's greatly benefiting from that. Toasty, you're not wearing pants. Would you stand up to prove your theory?
And this is why I don't need porn in my life.
Because you have a hot wife.
I don't think she's ever wear pants ever. I'm like, you guys probably save a lot of
She's
money
worn
on
pants,
clothes.
you imbecile. Come on.
Lies. He's doing the Melly thing, sipping for their woman. Oh my god, I hate it.
Oh no, sipping for my wife. What?
Well,
How dare you stand up for the dignity of your wife, Iron, you simp.
He has already. Melanie Master give a fuck about.
Now, let me say this for the guys out there. I'm not someone about the women. Do you wear briefs or boxer briefs? Because this is a big question here. Because I wear boxer briefs, so it's basically like I'm wearing pants without actually wearing pants to begin with, so it's not as weird. But if you're like someone who wears like tidy whities, like in the house, like by yourself,
Okay.
you have to ask some questions.
Who the fuck
Are you wearing Fruit
Nobody
Loom?
wears tidy whities anymore, unless you're like 5 or 85.
Unless you're 85 in the diaper, maybe that's when you gotta wear them. No, I wear the ones that are almost like shorts.
Those are the boxer briefs.
Yeah. Because if they're
boxers or boxer briefs are my jam.
No, I'm a boxer briefs guy. They photograph well.
Tiny, what kind of underwear do you wear? Just asking for a friend.
God damn.
I mean, see, I have to wear.
Like wearing that day, I have just about everything I could possibly have.
Oh, awesome, huh?
So he's basically asking if you're wearing like lace or granny panties. That's basically what he wants to know.
I'm not. Okay. But if you did say,
Tiny, you do not have to answer that on the stream. You can just send your answer.
See, I have to wear boxer briefs and not boxers because if I wear boxers, it's just going to be hanging out all day. It's just not.
Also, for the ladies, what color underwear do you prefer? Like pink or black or red?
Color doesn't matter to me. It's just the way they fit.
Oh.
Yep. I like high cut personally, like the 80s.
I would recommend.
I do actually like sometimes if I have colors that can match my bras, but other than that, no, I don't really care what color.
I
will say this: if you are a person who does not bathe regularly, I would avoid wearing white underwear of any circumstances. Throwing that out there.
Not to name names in particular.
Yeah. I'll say there was a girl on Twitch, and you knew she was fucking retarded as fuck. She says, "I don't think
why are your tidy whities yellow?"
She literally said, "Why do women wear underwear?" I'm like, literally, if you bend over and your camel toe shows, you're wearing anything see through. I'm just saying, like.
Dude, I don't know if you go to the gym.
I do.
But, dude, I was at the gym the other day. I saw this girl in white yoga pants, and she was like bending over, nothing underneath. I'm seeing the whole undercarriage. It's just like butthole.
Yeah, those are the girls who go to the gym and only work out their butt so they can pretend like their BBL was natural.
That's entrapment. You can't hold me accountable for that. That's should be illegal.
Good Lord, man. Tiny, what kind of bras do you wear?
Anyway, can we play this trailer now instead of asking what underwear Tiny wears?
Speak for yourself, you fucking bastard. Oh my god. It's the reason why you people were enslaved. You guys were better under the white man. God damn.
What is happening?
So who's here has actually played Tekken 2?
By the way, I love Tekken. Playing 1950 Super Panavision on my stream. I love it.
Well, this
great
is a
channel.
I like the really crappy Tekken movie.
Well, it was all right, actually. I didn't hate it.
Enjoy it, but I've been told by people who actually play the games that it's not really that great to the games.
Why am I in the bottom? Okay, there we go. Wait, hold on.
You said you were a power bottom for me.
Yeah, but I'm way too much in the bottom.
Sounds kind of hot.
Toasty, I'm so glad you're
Anyway, Tekken 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Tekken 2. Kazuya Mishima, the fallen heir driven by revenge. Heihachi Mishima, a ruthless patriarch hungry for power. Jun Kazama, she stands as a mysterious protector with a gentle heart. Paul Phoenix, an unstoppable fighter fueled by spirit. Nina Williams, the deadly assassin exuding cold determination. Yoshimitsu, an enigmatic ninja bound by honor. Lei Wulong, the agile cop on a relentless pursuit. King, a masked wrestler fighting for justice. Michelle Chang, a determined warrior on a mission. Jack, the mechanical powerhouse blending strength and humanity. Anna Williams, a rival sister with lethal elegance. Law,
there's boobs there.
the martial artist chasing glory and triumph. P-Jack, a prototype unleashing devastating power. Kuma, the loyal bear standing fiercely by Heihachi's side. Armor King, a mysterious wrestler cloaked in secrecy. Gun Ryu, a sumo fighter with a heart as big as his strength. Bruce Irvin, the kickboxer haunted by his past. Wang Jinrei, a wise master with ancient knowledge. Kunimitsu, she is an agile thief wielding a sharp blade. Bai Dusan, the taekwondo expert with precise strikes. Roger, the experimental kangaroo fights with unexpected agility. Alex, the dinosaur offering an unexpected twist. Li Chaolan, an undercover cop with a hidden agenda. Devil, a dark force wielding unimaginable power. Angel, she is the celestial being balancing light and darkness. Prepare for the ultimate showdown. This is Tekken 2.
Do you guys understand how close we are to people just making their own movies off of AI engines?
Very
That
close.
was nuts.
Oh yeah, that's not far off.
It's crazy how that looks much better than these fucking stupid woke games.
Oh,
Yeah.
there was another the game that got announced by Naughty Dog at the Game Awards. That good lord, man. The people
I didn't even
that
get to see it.
I didn't see the trailer, but the girl that's voicing whatever that fucking butch lesbian bitch looks like is ugly too. That girl's butt ugly too. Girl.
Yeah,
So-
such great graphics. It looks amazing. Wasted on ugly character design.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat. What's this?
Oh yeah, this is the one for the old school Mortal Kombat, the original, the OG as we like to call it.
By the way, I found the original Sonya Blade on X from the first Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
game.
Oh, the mocap model? Yeah, she's
Yes,
awesome.
I found her. She
Wait,
still looks
Democrats,
good, and she's like 55. And she still looks
Democrats to boycott Trump's inauguration.
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 Oh, whoa. I bet you love them inaugurs. Oh. Hold on 1 sec. Oh. No way. All right. I'm going to go fuck some bitches after this. All right.
You want to go put our video up, you illiterate bastard?
I'm not trying to get fucking copyright claimed.
There's no copyright claim. Everything's here copyright free. It's AI. What they gonna copyright?
This is made up. Yeah,
it's literally like AI.
Fan made kind of.
Toasty canceled.
Liu Kang, the chosen monk, a master of martial arts. His blazing fists and fiery kicks are the last line of defense for Earthrealm. Johnny Cage, Hollywood's finest fighter, with green energy and the legendary shadow kick. His moves are as deadly as they are stylish. Sub-Zero, the icy assassin. His cryomancy freezes opponents where they stand, striking fear and cold into his enemies. Kano, ruthless and brutal, the mercenary with a cybernetic eye. Crush those who stand in his way. Scorpion, the resurrected specter. His deadly spear pulls enemies in for a fiery finish. Raiden, the god of thunder. He commands lightning to strike down any who threaten balance. Sonya Blade, Special Forces elite. Her deadly energy rings and agility make her a fierce opponent. Reptile, the hidden warrior, a master of stealth and poison. His toxic acid attack make him a lethal foe. Shang Tsung, the dark sorcerer, master of souls. His power grows with every life he takes. And Goro, the four-armed Shokan. His power is unmatched by any mortal. Kitana, the fierce princess. Armed with her razor-sharp fans, she is as graceful as she is deadly. Only one warrior will remain standing, as brutal fatalities and iconic moves bring opponents to their knees. Prepare for
They
Mortal
obviously
Kombat.
still got to work on the motion and stuff like that, but or we're getting there.
Like
Those character designs look better than the ones in the newest game.
Mhm.
You take out the fighting part, they look good.
Naughty Dog got her.
Oh yeah, I forgot who mentioned it, but I put the link to the original Sonya actress from the games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she recreated all the shit from the original game. She still holds up at her age.
Yeah, she looks good, right?
Yeah, she looks freaking great.
Oh, hold on, give me a sec. I'm trying to bring this up.
She still she still goes to like these events and meets with fans, and she still wears a costume and everything. And I think it's wholesome.
Here, I'm gonna ask the guys out here because the guys are gonna be honest. Women do that fucking bullshit all the time. You know, any people in the chat, guys. Does she look attractive? This woman's not attractive. This is like a 1.
I think what it is, I think that she's physically pretty. It's just I think a lot of guys associate that type of style with woke and turns them off. I think that
I would say this: if she didn't go out of her way to look unattractive, she would probably be a pretty attractive lady. But like
that's what I mean. I think it's her style.
Would you guys smash?
I think she's very pretty.
Yeah, I think physically she's pretty, and I don't even think the character in the game. It looks like her in the face that she's not wearing makeup. The body type isn't her though. She's very slender and petite looking. The girl in the game looks butch and looks like she looks.
That's supposed to be the girl from that Naughty Dog game. I recognize that actress. She was in that really bad Sabrina remake.
Yeah, people said she looked pretty, and I'm like, I don't know about that. It's like a 2 out of 10.
She's not unattractive.
I wouldn't take her home if I was at a bar. I'd be like, nah, you can go fucking sleep with a horse.
Bro, if I don't know, if she knows how to use an air fryer, I'm getting that chick pregnant, to be honest with you.
Does your dick work like that?
It's on command, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Is that how you?
I got like 3-4 rounds in me before I go to bed.
How many thrusts, dude? Man, thrusting is hard. I got like 5 thrusts, and I'm good, and I'm pulling out. That shit is done, man. Women can beat off themselves. Some shit.
That's not how it works.
Toasty, you haven't had sex in like 50 years. I'm pretty sure you forgot how it works, but it's okay. Asking if we would smash as if she looks good. Yeah, no, I was asking that because I look at women like that. I don't think she's attractive, even if she was woke or not. She's not. Like, that's good looking at someone. That's
face. What do you?
I guess, man. I might as well have sex with Megan Thee Stallion then.
Honestly,
I think her bone structure is gorgeous, but I think again with her style, it turns people off because they associate with style like that to woke. Just like, if you didn't know if I was based and you saw me, I think people would have that same like, oh, she's probably woke. She's ugly. She's probably woke, right? But I think because I'm super based, that I kind of. Like people are just like, normally I don't like girls that have your style, but you're super base, so it's just kind of hot, right?
I'll ask the guys listening in the chat, her or Sydney Sweeney. If you're at a bar, you had a choice. I'm just saying, everyone's picking Sydney Sweeney probably. You're gonna take her home or the other girl.
I would say the other girl. Personally,
you're not a lesbian.
I will say this. Okay, so listen about the woke style. A lot of these woke girls, they're just woke because they don't have a man. I'm telling you, you take this girl out on a couple of dates, demonstrate a little bit of masculine confidence, take her to church,
her around a
little, but not too much, only the Christian amount. Okay, and then take her to church. She's gonna be wearing a veil before you know it, dressing modestly. It's gonna be beautiful.
Your guys' dicks don't work like you can handle both. I couldn't even have it through some. It's hard already pleasing one woman. How are you gonna please 2 of them? I mean, I think I can.
Yeah, you only last like 2 seconds.
No, you can do it.
No, I last like 20 minutes. Potentially.
Oh, don't worry. You'll go to 0 in no time.
Sydney. Yeah, like if you had a choice in a bar, who are you going to take home when the fucking bartender goes last call?
I mean, that's kind of an unfair pick because, like, you know, for one for the other, it's like, come on.
I mean, men are greedy fucks already because I'll have this question every fucking time on my ex, and everyone keeps saying both. I said, one, you fucking greedy fuck. You got to pick. It's a choice. Pick one. You can't pick 2. And it's always both. I'm like,
first of all, don't underestimate
don't understand
me.
The question.
You don't know what I can get done. I'm very funny.
Literally, guys, you just use your tongue. That's how you please women. You just use your fingers and your tongue. you get women off. It's easy, dude. It's proven track record.
If we're talking about physical wise, I will pick that girl over Sydney Sweeney. I don't know what it is. It's Sydney Sweeney's eyes just catches me off guard. I don't know what it's just like droopy little. I don't know. It's she's not ugly, but
oh hell no.
She doesn't do anything for me, and I think she's blessed to have a beautiful rack because I think without that rack, physical.
Women.
I'm just saying, she's not ugly, but she isn't stunning in my opinion. I don't know. It's just not for me.
That's like asking Tiny, hey Tiny, would you pick MSK or Henry Cavill? First of all, we're comparing actors to actors. Cavill
always.
That's different though. We're comparing actors to actors.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you. He says Sweeney just has nice tits. I don't think she's particularly that great looking.
Who's better than that girl?
I think that girl is prettier.
You're cat toasty. You're
I know. I think she's physically prettier.
You're talking just about facial structure and facial bone structure. I think the other girl is prettier.
That is such a woman way to look at it.
Yes.
No, but she has.
You guys don't have any fucking idea.
Woman way to look at it.
You have no idea how to evaluate.
I'm not taking
no idea.
But it's a man way to look at. Well, Sydney Sweeney has nice big tits, and the other girl just looks woke. Yes, we're women. We're gonna view it.
And
that
see,
way.
I think Sydney Sweeney has a prettier face than the other girl. That's just me.
Yeah.
I mean, she has nice plump lips, but I think
it doesn't matter your facial structure if you have like nose ring and hoop earrings, and then you have a shaved
no
head.
hair. Just no hair.
If you go out of your way to repel any kind of male attraction, then don't be shocked when you don't
stop the cat.
Oh my God. But it's such a man. I could say the same thing about men because you're not necessarily worried about the face. I think it's more about the body if you just want to fuck a woman. Honestly,
ideally, I would never even have to make eye contact.
But I have to. I don't gotta fucking. So I could use a strap on, I guess, but I want to look at their faces too.
No, I think it's all three. Like, women to obviously track face, boobs, and then ass for most part. Like you have to look physically attractive in your face for someone to go for you most of the time, right?
I want to have a mentally with a gorgeous face.
Hold on, give me. Oh my goodness, I was fucking being black earlier, guys. Don't worry. Okay. So yeah. Did this count? This is from Dick Masterson. He's retarded. But like here, I'll show you because Sydney Sweeney, actually speaking of her, she was getting some weird back. Would you not sleep with this chick over the other one? This is what she looks like without the makeup.
Over the other one? No, I wouldn't.
We don't know what the other one's body looks like. You're acting like we should be able to compare them exactly, and you can't.
That's right. Can you pull up some of the other chick?
I think you have to tap in. I'm taking her. That other woman looks just not attractive. Just literally a 3 out of 10. If we're being completely honest with ourselves.
I think she's just physically gorgeous, the other woman. Just like physical wise and her bone structure. I think she's gorgeous.
It's true. But beauty's all in the eye of the beholder. That's just how the saying goes. It's okay. It's all discussion. I chose a body just over any. I guess.
I mean.
MSK being biased. I'm not biased against black women. Black women are literally like what 3 out of 10s or they're 8s. There's really no in between. I've never seen one. It's either the shittiest or they look kind of somewhat decent. If we're being honest with ourselves here, Show us the other one's body. I don't think she's posted bikini pics. Has she? Well, what's that? What's that black woman's name?
Her name.
What's her name?
Yeah, what is her name? Fuck.
Holy shit!
I don't know her name. I just seen her because of the photos people have been posting on X, but I think she's a beautiful woman. Just not people's
fucking hell.
Your style.
What's her name? Shaniqua Bubunene or something?
She looks honestly mixed to me, probably like Asian black or maybe like something like that.
But you're not gonna. But what told you? I know you played some of the new games. You're not gonna play that Naughty Dog game, are you? Based off that trailer, is it?
With the shaved head girl?
Yeah.
Oh no. What? Anyways, what type of genre game is that supposed to be?
I don't know because people talking about like gameplay. There's no gameplay for that. We just saw a trailer. That's it.
What's it called? The game? So I could Google the actress.
Fucking hell. Let me see.
Nobody knows.
I know it has a ridiculously long name, like unneededly long name.
Chat, do you guys know the game?
The new Naughty Dog game. Naughty Dog. Oh, it's called Intergalactic, right?
Intergalactic.
And then 3 more titles after that.
It's like remember the Harley Quinn game? Not the Harley Quinn game, the Harley Quinn movie, the Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it's something like
fucking hell, dude.
I'm gonna have to figure it out myself because nobody fucking knows.
How can Toasty...
Naughty Dog's intergalactic.
Wait, what? Is she deaf? Toasty, you deaf? We just said that. Are you killing me here, lady?
I'm sorry, I just tune out whenever you speak.
Oh, damn.
We all do that.
Oh, thank you. I just look at the bottom down for you. Just saying, you know.
The fuck is that name?
Another Neil Cuckman game. People are triggered by the dumbest shit. That game didn't show anything but the character designs, and people are complaining. She looks up. To be fair, yeah, I can agree on some point, but that character looks ugly as fuck, though. Like maybe the gameplay is amazing, but she is ugly as hell.
That character is ugly, but I don't think that actress is. I think they just made her look too butch, like, and too masculine.
I just find it the one. I just find it very hilarious. Like I said, we just spent an entire week arguing over female characters' butt in a video game and asking the question, "Oh, is this what gamers really want?" And then like 2 days after that, we got like that chick, and it was like, "Oh, is this what you guys really want?" It's like, pick a side here.
Why can't we just have like normal looking hot people wearing clothes? Is that too much to ask? Like, why is the only choices butt cheeks or ugly lesbians? Why is that our only choices?
Because you don't deserve half.
You're gonna fap to it, man. You're just gonna just start beating off just on your controller because people are fucking stupid. People are literally so dumb. They literally think gamers just buy games just to literally beat off.
They think that Reddit is real life.
You can literally type up X videos and watch porn for free without even playing any video games. Like, I think people are just genuinely retarded. Like, no wonder why they voted for fucking Democrats for the last billion years. People are stupid. Okay, you guys said, okay, I found her name. Tatiana Gabrielli.
Tati Gabrielle.
Oh, you guys are trolling me. And she's not naked. Or she's not in a bikini, but here. There's only some photos of her on Instagram. Or it's not. No. Just no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not attracted to
I'm not attracted to
That's where I've seen her too. She was on You.
I don't know. I just think it's the style that is turning guys off. I think
Here's the closest one. Here's the closest one.
Like I said, it's a style designed to turn guys off. So it's like, yeah, that's it's called cause and effect.
Oh God. Oh my goodness. The character caught a bad case of Appalachia. Good Lord. We're not going there. We all know Theo loves his butch lesbian.
That's what we all ask for a video game with a protagonist of Jada Pinkett Smith, right? That's what we all want.
I guarantee you when this game fails, it'll be the same playbook. Oh, you guys didn't buy it because you're misogynist. Yeah, you can already tell where it's going to go, honestly. You know, it's kind of been down this playbook before. I would hope so. That's pretty much it. They said this video is getting hurt. Hold on. No. Okay, no, it's wrong video. I bet she's better in bed. That matters too. We're never sleeping with any of them. We would never know. We're just guessing. You know,
you're just playing a game of your life at that point.
just saying, if I had a chance of having sex with
imagine owing child support to that thing. It's like, yeah, your entire life is ruined for the next 20
You'd be the same situation Tyrese Gibson is in. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the most, I guess, this is the most normal looking she looks.
Normal. Oh no.
No, well, I mean, no, because I'm going based on what you guys like and don't like, right? You don't like her style, and it's not like a sexy bikini or anything, but she doesn't have the shaved head. She does have the nose ring. She looks quite feminine in this photo.
I mean, I still like her face.
She still has crazy eyes.
Yeah, she looks like she would physically attack me in a Walmart parking lot, and I am.
Oh my God!
Her face. I'm sorry to say, but her face is way prettier than Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney kind of looks like she has fetal alcohol syndrome. She does. She's not ugly, but she's.
I still think this girl's face is very pretty, but no, she doesn't have. Her body doesn't come close to competing with Sydney Sweeney.
Not the body, but the face.
No, absolutely.
Unless you want Ariana Grande.
What you like. What's more important to you?
Oh, I mean, hey, at least she has some decent sized tits. I'll give her that at least. unless you want Ariana Grande.
What's oh god,
Lord.
I had a joke there, but
I just felt the cold damp
at all.
mist on my back, like the Grim Reaper just entered my room when you showed that picture.
Oh no. Give me one sec.
Ugh, can't look at that girl without shuddering. That just
Yeah.
she looks like we're gonna have an unfortunate announcement in about 5 months.
Like, hey
It's
man,
sad,
if you turn off the lights and you have sex with that whatever that Shaniqua looking bitch, you can't even see her. You turn off the lights, all you see is teeth and darkness. Okay.
Did you hear the wind of that comment? Everyone just left you to die in a vine with that one.
Hey, everyone knows saying the truth. That's why they didn't say anything back.
oh, in case it didn't work. Whoops.
Oh
There
my
we go.
god. You Tiny clap for me.
Favorite. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I need that one. Damn.
Hey, Tiny said it was a good joke, so it's good.
No, I didn't.
Oh, fuck off.
I've told you multiple times I have lots of black family members, and I'm not going to get into this conversation because I disagree with just about every fucking thing you've said.
Yes. Why? Oh. Mic drop. That's how you get women. W. Theo, fist bump, bro.
It's really good to be back on the show, man. I've missed this.
Yeah.
Tiny says
we're surely not adding several minutes of content.
I'm just pointing out. Right now. Tiny says some bullshit, and I knock her down every time. How do you enjoy getting clapped by me the entire year?
Not even once.
You know what? If you want to keep losing, take L's to the king. You best not miss.
How about we ask the chat who has an L and who has a W tonight?
All right, chat. All the
to be fair, the chat is full of tiny sense.
MSK will always have an L.
MSK wakes up from his box and looks at the ceiling.
Tiny, I'm not racist. I have black friends.
No, not friends. Family members.
Oh,
my cousins that I spent most of my life being raised with. So yeah.
There were whitewashed ones, which are good. You should be a whitewashed black
East Tremont and Grand, one of the worst neighborhoods in the South Bronx. Go fuck off.
No, she even said it like she was in the South Bronx too.
God, I'm saying, chat. Who won this year in 2024? Who got clapped harder, me or Tiny? I know I won, so you guys can fuck off with your simping bullshit. Good lord, I'll always be the Riz master around here. But you know, it's a fun, playful banter. This is not serious at all. You know, she'll probably just say how amazing I am later on. I'm not racist. Oh god. Oh fucking hell.
See, the black members of her family, she just refers to as friends. That's why it makes sense.
Oh my god. But no, Tiny, I hope you've been having a good day. I wish I could just give you a hug.
She's not even answering you anymore.
Left. Did she leave?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Huh.
MSK.
I think I went a little too hard. I think I went a little too hard. Holy shit. Bro, she hasn't heard that in a long time. Sorry, man.
That's just gonna send a pipe bomb to your house.
Oh, no. She's gonna be so
I got up to go to the bathroom. What happened? Tiny leave?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Why?
It's just so sad.
One can only deduce
no,
what could have happened.
MSK annoyed the shit out of her. Dang.
Oh Lord.
Oh, it's just
happy 100th episode.
It wouldn't be 100th episode if a woman wasn't mad at me. We've come full circle, boys. No. I be downstairs. If she watched, she's probably still listening. That's what women do. It's jokes. She's probably gonna message me afterwards saying I didn't leave because of that. Could have been just her internet potentially. Well, she said she was in pain earlier, so it's probably because of that. Honestly, every time you ask for a hug, she leaves.
So now you're saying that because she's Jewish, she didn't pay her internet bill, and that's why she left, right? That's what you're gonna go on record and say here.
Oh, she's not.
You're not denying it, so I'm gonna take that as a committal.
She's not a rich Jewish person. She's not.
Now you're calling her a poor Jew. Now you're calling her a bad Jew. You're like, oh, okay, this is how we're going on. They're just gonna smash that friendship to pieces.
When I see her in Vegas next year,
probably gonna run you over when she sees you in Vegas.
No. I'll make it up to her.
What are you gonna say to her mom when you see her mom in Vegas?
Oh fuck! Damn.
No, she came last year, so I think she always takes her mom.
Yeah. That'd be an awkward conversation. Hey, I'm sorry I called you poor on stream. Like, yeah, that'd be awkward. I'm kidding, guys. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. A rich Jewish person with the black family members. No.
Remember, Tiny. Whatever MSK tells you, he's just projecting.
Mm-hmm.
So when he calls you poor, he's
MSK is just exhibiting extreme sexual frustration. He doesn't mean it personally towards you.
Yeah, basically, what's
that
word?
Sometimes I like that. And I said, no, I'm doubling down.
Oh,
I'm tripling down.
Now, with that being said, never sleep with MSK because that is a soul tie you do not want.
Whoa, MSK just likes to neg. That's what he does is neg.
No. God,
you love negging. That's
what Can you imagine trying to collect child supports from someone like that?
Imagine not even trying to collect child support from MSK because you know it's going to be a waste of time. He's like, he doesn't even have a bed. You think he's going to have child support?
Oh, Lord.
I know I should be like more concerned, but I'm just, bro, we're just too fucking.
What's she gonna take from you? Like the TV stand with no TV?
What's she gonna take my refrigerator? Yeah, I guess. I like a refrigerator though.
Motherfucker, how are you gonna invite me to be a permanent co-host here and then not even give me a wrench?
I'm not giving women shit. What the hell?
You motherfucker! You were in my DM saying I need a permanent co-host on Saturdays.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So today, hope everyone's having a good day.
Except for Tiny. just made her day significantly worse.
No, after the show, I'm gonna get it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get it so bad. Oh my god, it's gonna hurt. Oh Lord. Okay, I'll just not talk to her for a few days. Give her some time. It's all works. It works for that stupid bitch 1776, right? No, she fucking.
But now you gotta hear it from me if you're gonna ignore her.
I'm not gonna ignore. First rule of DMs: don't talk about the.
Oh shit, Toasty! I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. But I was his second choice, so I
not
wasn't
true.
supposed to be here.
Dude, I was the third
He literally
choice.
said that if he could find a monkey with a symbols, he would have replaced.
Not that. Okay.
He literally said that earlier. Rewind the tape.
Yep.
I get really spicy. It's just who I am. I'm completely off the rails, and I love it. You gotta take it or leave it. There's no in between.
So am I.
But don't worry, guys. As we're all just literally joking. Because back in the day when this would happen, I would literally say I'm joking, but it actually would be the opposite effect behind the scenes of people. It'd be like, no, it'd be actually World War III. Well, I know most of you guys, we're gonna forget about this in like less than an hour after it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Toasty, can you fight?
Can I fight?
Do you got hands?
I got dude. I have scars on my face because some bitch decided to slash me in the face with a kitchen knife. 28 stitches on my face. So yeah, I could throw hands.
Hell yeah.
So what you're saying is that you need some brass knucks.
And I got these.
How do you get through life with those?
It's easy. Get used to them.
How do you wipe your ass?
That was that was the question.
I don't finger myself when I wipe. I never understood that question.
But it's like, but then how do you know like it's clean? Because like, don't you have to like kind of get in there to make sure
you keep
there's
wiping it.
left?
You wipe. Yeah, you keep wiping it. You put the toilet paper on. And then you keep wiping it. I don't finger myself like this.
So is that how you like it? It's great. It's good mental memory right there. Do you want me to wipe your ass for you just to make sure it's clean?
Oh, and that I got peasants doing that for me as well.
Huh. I mean, I would hope so, because otherwise, like every time you pee, it would just be like demons are clawing at your butthole, and it just feel weird after a while, wouldn't it?
I got people to do that for me.
Oh, great! I'm glad we're not sponsored, because these sponsors will pull out immediately. I don't want to advertise my content on this degenerate show.
Mm-hmm. Pull out immediately, unlike your dad.
I'm just pointing out, MSK can wipe the peasants' asses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, speaking of tweets that flew off the rails that we were talking about earlier with Big Mac. All right, so here was the one. Gamer coomers are the same as gamer alphabet people. Most of them aren't actually gamers. They just want video games as a medium to incorporate their perversion. Okay.
Actual gamers just want good
fuck?
video games with good gameplay and art without being infested with perversion, regardless of where that comes from. You read too slow, motherfucker. And almost all these coomers have the same profile types as the game. Keep going.
No, keep going. It's fine. You want to put it up my ass and fist?
I love you. I love how you stopped right at the word you knew he couldn't pronounce. Didn't say keep going.
I'm black. No, you can finish it. Go ahead.
Okay. And almost all these coomers have the same profile types as the gamers. Just a bunch of porn on their pages, 2D, 3D, whatever else. And that's their whole personality, perversion. And some content creators pander to the audience and are too scared to oppose them. Same song and dances as the gays and trans, demanding the total submission. Once those of us speaking out now take enough heat, then others will speak up after it's deemed safe to do so. I don't care which side cancels me. I stand with Christ alone.
Oh my god, this is literally like the Anita Sarkeesian with a shovel meme in real life.
Yeah, this is the Christian conservative chick's version of virtue signaling.
Here's the thing. I think it's fair to ask, where do we draw the line with sexy stuff in video games? I think it's fair to have a conversation about that. I don't think you're going to make a lot of headway with gamers if this is your tone.
I was gonna say that when you're known as the girl, okay, so now you added like the Christianity onto it. You're supposed to be gamer yourself. That's how she started out, right? Mm-hmm. And when you have people following you that are basically almost all gamers, and you have this take, I don't know. I feel like you're gonna lose a couple of people, but because she's so big and so like well known already, I think some people are just gonna disagree with her but still follow her. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. So
and yeah, this and again, the game she's fucking complaining about is nothing.
Yeah. I mean, look, this whole argument started over a DLC costume on a
which is optional to buy.
Yeah. So it's not like it was like standard gameplay. It's
this
like
is literally your favorite game. Official collaboration with Playboy in 1989. You're a liar. Tomb Raider never collaborated with Playboy. They always turned them down. And the more sexual marketing images went against the developers' principles.
That's not true at all. That is 100% false.
I think I've watched you get canceled about 26 or maybe 27 times. Jay, she ain't canceled. She's still fine. Come on, stop it. Are they even gamers if they don't like games that don't include their perversion? What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Fucking what the hell? Gay. Savage Dad. Oh my god, this blew up hard. I get that you're doing it for clicks. Because you have enough followers to get paid by X by joining in on this, but your credibility is through the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your credibility is through the floor. Like nobody takes this comment above seriously at all. I'm not going to rag on you for it. I know why you're doing it. I get it. You know, content creators got to grift, got to get paid, got to be on what's trending, but you should maybe contradict yourself. You should maybe not contradict yourself so quickly. Maybe people would take you seriously, but maybe that isn't the goal of the content creator. I suppose being taken seriously as a content creator is definitely not conducive with getting paid. Wow. I started eating farmer. Oh god, this woman is gone. What remains is a shell of her former self. To be fair, I will say this. I will give her the same credit. Digging up old tweets is kind of unfair.
Well, but here's the thing, man. She was going to bat with Grums for fucking Stellar Blade not even 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
A game with, again, the First Descent has probably just as bad or less offensive content than Stellar Blade, but she likes that game, so it's okay.
Oh god, man, that's why I say women really shouldn't be voting, or just repeal the 19th. Just saying.
Problem
Shut
solved.
I wanted to play this
But-
here for a second because this is kind of, I guess, video clip from the First Ascendant here. Now, this is, I guess, one of the more standard costumes that this character wears here, and while she's doing like her dance and whatnot. So here's the question that I have here. Because now everybody gets to figure out, okay, what's the label of softcore porn? Is it just the outfit that's softcore porn? If she had a smaller butt, would this still be softcore porn? So it's like, do we need to make the butt smaller?
She's cute.
Yeah, and it's
That one's cuter than the other
I
one.
guess I researched this a little bit. The character is a DJ, so it's like all of her attacks are rhythm based. So that's why she's dancing. Not all of the scantily clad girls dance like that, but this one does.
Oh,
She's really cute. I want to play that game. Is like, do I
showing
buy it?
I just don't play online shooters. I don't
Do I
like
have to
having
buy it?
14-year-olds cuss me out. I'll pass.
That's
Do
softcore
I have
porn.
to buy it? Is it free? Do you guys know?
It's a free game.
Panda
You can
was
play
that.
online. I thought about playing it. I know some people that are, but it's like, then I'd have to play
Called it
Fortnite, and I
softcore
don't want it.
porn. How is calling that softcore porn make any sense? I don't get it. But Society, you want to talk about Kraven the Hunter so far? Now, keep in mind, I already did a video on Kraven the Hunter leading up to the movie getting released with one with Tiny and the Arza. Then I did a follow-up one with the Rotten Tomatoes score and everything. I will do a follow-up further one based off the recent Sony universe and everything like that. But I want to show you guys. Okay, so I'm not picking on anyone's take. I'm just pointing out when someone says, oh, if they just put the right people on each movie, it would turn out good. The reason why that is such a crock of shit is because we know there's been movies and TV shows with great talent on them that still fail. Literally, that is a thing. So that's not applicable, right? This is literally what happened today for Kraven. And I'm going to say it's making movies about characters like him is stupid because no one's that interested, okay? You do what the audience wants, right? All right. So here, let me bring it up right now. And yes, if you made it with the right people and blah, 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 the James Gunn, yeah, it could. You know what also happened? Fucking unicorns could come out of the sky and their buttholes could fart bacon. Not happening, obviously, with every movie like that. This is what Kraven made.
Like the allegory that you went with out of everything else you could have possibly chose.
I'm just saying, James Gunn made Guardians, and I guess every character life is going to happen. No, it's highly improbable. It's not going to happen by literal statistics of life. Keep in mind, when I say these things now, this is what this movie made in our country, yes, domestically. Keep in mind, it only made $2 million in Thursday night previews. This is what it's earned opening day here in America. It has only earned $4 million.
Oof.
Did they have the right people on it?
Budget,
Russell
I
Crowe,
believe in this
Aaron
movie
Taylor
was-
Johnson?
The budget of this movie, I believe, is either
130?
between 130 to 160 is what I've seen.
110 lowest. Not including the marketing they put into it as well. So keep in mind, did they put the right people on this one? How many times people in my fucking last we had a show I thought not being mean, just pointing out, fucking hell, why are we so down on Kraven? Have anybody seen these movies?
Is it based on a game?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's based on a Spider-Man villain, but it doesn't have Spider-Man in it.
So this is
It's been like a winning formula for Sony for the last year and a half.
But no, this is the core problem of all of these movies, because essentially what they're doing here is that they're trying to tell an origin story of a villain from a hero's perspective, which means that they're showing you comic book villains, Spider-Man villains, yet they're making them the good guy in their movie, which means that they have to bring in some other obscure Spider-Man villain to be the real bad guy, because like, well, this guy's really worse than the other guy who's in this movie too. And they're not able to actually tell a villain story from a villain's perspective, meaning that because there's no Spider-Man or no one in the rogue gallery they can bring in anyway, it's like you're getting like quite literally a C-list Spider-Man character in Kraven, and I think C-list is probably being fair or nice.
Yes, had a story that has hit since Kraven the Last Hunt, and that's been like since the 80s, 90s. He's not like Kraven is one of those rogues of certain heroes where they're only kind of known if you know that character a little bit more past like movies, right? The thing is, so WZ asked this question. So when people use the argument of if you just put the right people on it, it'll just turn out good. Keep in mind, by that logic, if you use that as a core logic principle, right? So why is that when great people are on other movies and TV shows, certain ones of those fail? Because there's not always great people. There's not always good people. Go ahead.
the premise in and of itself is stupid because you don't come up with an idea and say, hey, let's put good people onto it. The good ideas come from the people who already have the idea when they present it to you, right? It's not just, hey, let's just do a Craven movie and find someone who can do Craven correctly. It's like, no, somebody who already has an idea for a Craven movie comes to you and be like, this is what I want to do with a Craven movie. And they're basically doing it backwards. And this is why a lot of these films are failing.
And keep in mind, you could also have it the opposite way where you put the right people on it and it could do. I'm not saying that it can't, but this notion that the premise, the reason why I reject the premise entirely is because that operates under a logic that there's a lot of great, talented people all spread throughout Hollywood when we know that's not the case with how many obviously recently bad movies we've gotten to. There's just not as many talented people though. There just isn't. That's not how talent works though. The reason why talent is celebrated is because the people that do obviously are above the cream of the crop. They obviously rise and they're definitely known for their work. There's obviously a lot of other people that are not as good. It's just how that works. Anyone using that mindset is just, I don't know, it's stupid. It's literally fact. It's just look at objective reality. It makes no sense. The premise is retarded, because the studios, when they give the people the paychecks, they think they're hiring the right people, the people that are writing the checks,
And another problem with this whole series so there's been 6 movies. The thing is dead. The Sony verse, it's completely dead now. But out of 6 movies that they've done, only 2 movies have had only just one screenwriter, which means that all the other movies have had roughly about 3 to 4 screenwriters, which is always a surefire way of disaster. Those only 2 movies only had one screenwriter, was Venom 2 and Venom 3. That was it.
Also, another fun fact. Outside of the Venom movies, none of the other ones have grossed over $170 million. Only Morbius was 167.
Because the entire thing has only grossed about $1.2 billion in total, but like 850 of that alone comes from the first
Venom movie.
In the movie,
and then
part of that comes from the very first movie.
And the other 2 Venom movies had diminishing returns, from $800 to $500 million, and the recent third one was $440. So just less interest in the series as a whole, right? Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I already did a video on this. You guys will see in a couple days, but no one wants to fucking watch Spider-Man villain movies without Spider-Man in it. It's just a stupid concept. And yes, there could be the ones that could do it on their own. Yes. But still, really ask yourself.
Hey, you know who we're gonna get to lead a movie? Dakota Johnson. She's a box office.
Keep in mind, outside of Venom, they didn't even pick Spider-Man villains that are even like big. If you did it with maybe Dr. Octopus or Green Goblin, there's ones that could have picked that could have maybe got some attention just based off the name alone. They picked Morbius, which is a C-list-ish Spider-Man villain, Craven and Madam Web. Madam Web is technically not even a villain herself. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why do we have to lie to ourselves? It's a stupid idea. It fucking stinks. Somebody literally thought, hey, I'll just throw a comic book movie out there because it was back when you could do that and people would just go watch it. So they thought they could just give you more of that and you just go throw money at it. No, it's just stupid idea. It was never going to work. You see it now. It's not work. They're debatably at this moment contemplating killing the whole universe. Now, keep in mind when I say that's a concept. Some of the villains can do it on their own. Some, but that doesn't mean you make a whole universe out of it. These are the kind of things you do every once in a while to kind of maybe do a little bit of a side thing before the main course meal comes back. And it's definitely proven it's not working because none of their movies do well outside of the Venom ones, which have had diminishing returns. Come on, why do we have to lie to ourselves? Come on, this is a stupid fucking idea. It's absolutely retarded. Whoever made this universe, I hope you actually are on the streets in LA fired, eating out of fucking trash cans looking like radio. What a horrible waste of money on someone to do this for,
Wait, what?
And not gonna lie, and it took me a while to figure out Madam Web that was Peter Parker's parents.
Good Lord, man. And keep in mind,
Penguin
obviously is one of the characters that could do that. He has a tie in the world of Batman that can do that. Not every
it was well written. I mean, there's the thing. I think they could pull off a Craven movie if it was well written,
generous, man.
And it was also true to the character more than what this is. This is just the character and name only.
I mean, they already shot themselves in the foot with Venom. And keep in mind, we know there's a report. Obviously, I went over in the video. So there wasn't any legal bindings to keep Spider-Man away. They willingly just kept him away. Oh my fucking God. They're willingly just sitting out garbage willingly. Not now. It would make like.
But no, see, what's going to happen was that we were going to put Madam Web and Morbius in separate movies. Then we're going to bring them together for Sinister Six, where we may or may not have had Tom Holland play Spider-Man in that movie.
So keep in mind, the reason why certain characters can't be in like other universes because of legal issues, more than perfectly fine. I think most people understand that, like with the Hulk situation, right? No, Sony willingly isn't putting Spider-Man in the movies because they're just fucking retarded. I'm literally purposefully stupid. I'm retarded as fuck. Literally just give me money because I'm giving you a comic book movie, you fucking cretins. Pay for my dog shit. And then we as fucking fans go, well, if they just put the right people on it every single time, man, it just would work. You're fucking stupid if you believe that. You're actually stupid. Holy fucking shit. I hope this movie universe burns in the deepest parts of hell. It's literally trash. What's the next movie? Fuck, you're going to do one with Bad Bunny and El Muerto. El Muerto's like maybe an F-list Spider-Man villain. Who the fuck is that?
Wait, are you serious? They're doing a movie of that next?
No,
they pitched that a while ago. I don't know.
At the CinemaCon 2023. El Muerto.
Remember,
Bad Bunny.
At one point, they legitimately pitched an Aunt May movie. Remember that one? Or we're
going to be the Herald of Galactus.
This is Sony just grasping to try and retain the rights to the Spider-Man franchise. That's it.
Let's go even further deeper. Let's open the whole butthole and just get our fist all the way deep in there, right? So they did Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is still to this day the lowest grossing Spider-Man movie ever because that movie's fucking dog shit itself. That movie's literal trash. Sony failed so hard doing this already. They slipped into the MCU's DMs like I said in all the women's DMs and have some fun time with them. Obviously, I'm a Riz master. They're like, you know what? I know you guys built this like successful universe, kind of technically. Hey, can we get our Spider-Man in there?
No.
Literally, they had failed doing this already, and they begged MCU to get in there because they knew it was their only meal ticket to keep Spider-Man alive.
It's like they're literally like the retarded cousin of like the Spider. Of, like,
no, but it's willingly. They're willingly.
It's like, hey, you guys, I want to play with you guys too. Can I get some?
Keep in mind, just cast here. I'll do cast Andrew Garfield. Scrap all the movies. Literally reboot it. Cast Andrew Garfield. Make a new Spider-Man movie. There you go. Put a villain in it. Money. Literal free money.
Yeah, right they really could. If they just did a true sequel to Amazing Spider-Man, kind of fixed a lot of the problems they made in the last movie. It's got a huge, like almost a decade time jump. Yeah. They could do the same thing with the Tobey Maguire series, resurrect that. I'm pretty sure Sam Raimi would come back. If they give him a little more freedom to do an older, mature Spider-Man. Maybe one who do like an old man Spider-Man, one who retired from the game for a while and gets pulled back in, that kind of thing.
Here, I'll give you.
They have options, but no, let's go with Craven.
Here, I'll give you a nugget here for the video, everyone. Just a little bit, just a little quick one right here. Okay, so which is the one I had here? Right here. This is a little simple one right here. Okay, so this is why this fucking company stinks ass. Okay, here, just really quick. Sony was never prevented from having Spider-Man appear in any of the villain spinoff movies. They just chose not to use him. Oh my fucking God. They're just... Holy shit. Right.
Yeah, they could have had their own Spider-Man with the whole multiverse bullshit. Nothing they don't even have to use. They could have cast somebody completely new.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they do that?
Because they're stupid. They're actually retarded as fuck.
Yeah.
Actually,
so there's no real reason. Like maybe Tom Holland was.
So this wasn't like Kevin Feige when he first started doing the MCU, where he literally couldn't have certain characters literally because of like legal rights, and he had to build the MCU up like he did. This wasn't like that. This was a person that literally went, you know what? I don't want to use that $1 billion character we have that we probably pay a lot of money to keep for. Yeah, let's not use him. At all, even though there's nothing legally stopping us from. Let's just not do it because we're just actually stupid. They're stupid. Burn a whole universe. I hope every single fucking movie fails in that universe. It's actually just stupid. Holy shit. My brain is frying.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what that must have looked like in the pitch meeting. I'm guessing somebody came in and there was like, okay, we could have our own cinematic superhero universe with all of these Spider-Man leftovers. And somebody in a suit and tie who doesn't really understand creativity was like, oh yeah, that's more movies. You can make maybe 3, maybe 5 Spider-Man movies. But if you use a bunch of different villains and they all launch trilogies, that's like 15 to 18 movies. That's more movies, right? And that's going to make more money. And at the time they were greenlighting these, superhero movies were a guaranteed hit. And then
and they thought that the gravy train was going to keep going. People were just going to throw money at them because it was just Marvel and logo. Oh, it's comic book related. I'm just going to give you money. And keep in mind, just from 2018, things have massively changed since then. When regarding to like people just viewing cinema, interested in cinema, going to theaters in general. So a lot has changed since then. That means these dumb retards could have did a Spider-Man Venom event, but they just willingly chose not to, and they just chose to throw Venom out there without. Oh, good Lord, fucking kill me now. It's just so stupid, so fucking dumb. Holy shit! Real ones remember Morbius flopping twice. There you go. I hope Sonic 3 crushes that fucking movie into the damn ground. And hey, I do feel bad for Aaron Taylor Johnson and Russell Crowe. I do think they are very, very talented. I do like Aaron Taylor Johnson. He is talented, but come on, man.
It was hilarious watching that movie. You got a British person, an Australian, and an American all simultaneously doing 3 bad Russian accents with different dialects. It was.
Isn't that what he did in Age of Ultron? He was like, I did not see this coming. Oh my, what is with the? And Elizabeth Olsen, credit to her, she dropped that fake accent bull. She was like, I'm not keeping this up with every single movie. Fuck that.
No, it was Scarlett Johansson was the one who completely gave up on even pretending to have a Russian accent.
Hear that? Yeah. Fucking Elizabeth Olsen was like, I'm done with that. Fucking out. Not doing that bullshit. So, and I say these things not to shit on anyone's takes, but you have to look at things a little bit more deeper and a little bit more open and nuanced when it comes to like thinking of like certain ideals that just make no sense when you logically break them down. Given how Hollywood is structured and given how ego-driven they are based off money, and I like when businesses make money, but making money is good. What you should be doing. Capitalism all the way to a lot of people. But keep in mind, if we're going off this mindset that talent is basically infinite and you could just keep cycling through a lot of talent, then by that logic, we would never get bad movies, right? Because talented people would be hired on every single movie or TV show, right? Not a thing. It's just literally not how it works. But then again, I'm an insane Riz master who doesn't make women leave shows. So, good Lord, man.
Oh, is there somebody who left? I didn't know.
No, I'm never triggered. I just speak facts.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He speaks facts. Kind of like he Riz's women.
Oh God.
Riz her ass right off this show.
Oh my God.
Toasty, I want to say again that I am so glad you're here.
Thank you. Again, I was like his 6th choice, and he asked me to be a permanent member for Saturdays.
I'm only here because somebody must have canceled on him last second.
And I got receipts too, so don't even dare.
Yeah, I'm also here because somebody canceled. So.
MSK has verifiably lost more women in the last hour.
Yeah, he was just like somebody dropped out on Saturday, so I need someone else. That's like, cool, okay.
Yeah, this man needs Jesus, a bed, a woman,
and then he's
and a
pretending
new hat.
like he never said any of that. Jesus Christ.
It was just so random. Like I wouldn't have asked, but hey, it just happened so just random. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm the guy that makes things happen. I'm the top G for a reason. I know how to basically cope with whatever life throws at me. I can make any situation better if you just give me a little bit of time. And I was given a little bit of time to do it, though. So I managed to find some leftovers that people just didn't want.
Mm-hmm. Is that what we're calling Tiny now? Just leftovers?
No. She was always my first choice.
Mark that one up.
He's talking about me. I'm leftovers.
No. I'm kidding. But you guys are replaceable, though. So be honest, right? You literally, if I get 5 new people, you're all done. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but where are you gonna get them from? Because all those 5 people are actually your viewers, and that's it.
I will just say this. People have said the exact same thing about that 4 years ago. They're like, how are you gonna get new people after you cycle them out? Well, I clearly have you people, so it's not that
skill
hard,
issue.
All right. I've never replaced Selena. That's a lie. Shut up. You guys are women are so over dramatic for no reason. God.
I don't know. I think maybe it's because I told her when she asked me, why doesn't MSK invite me on anymore? I said, he probably replaced you.
Okay. Oh my God.
I said the same thing. He used to invite me, But then after a while, he's like, nah, I don't need this bitch anymore.
Oh shit!
By the way, just confirmed Tiny is not dead, but she is not speaking to MSK. So there you go.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. So you're not even in the big dog house. You're in the dog mansion at this point. So
okay. Probably not talk to her for a couple.
I think he's just chained to the radiator at this point.
Good Lord, man. It's okay. I'll just not talk to her for a couple of weeks. Let her think about life decisions right there for a little bit.
You could also apologize.
Yeah, that's kind of gay.
Toasty, what are we going to do with him?
Women are just a face for MSK, but men are... I love it. Keep in mind, you guys are my penguin. I'd never replaced anybody. I just
hope that the nation of Israel doesn't kill you before you ever get a chance to like put a TV in a bed in that room, because that would be a sad end to a much sadder story.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe Hitler was. I'm kidding. I'm not going that far. Oh shit.
Maybe he did have some good ideas. Russia wasn't one of them, obviously. But if you look at
sure. Yeah. I forgot. Maybe I do keep in mind women sometimes that you can't joke with them like the guys sometimes. I forget, but I told women this. You got to be able to take the heat. I would just roast. You're right. I'm just roast Tiny. I roast all you guys too. Keep on.
I roast you back.
Yeah.
MSK reminds me of that one black nerdy kid that would Naruto run across the high school hallway. Did you do that, MSK?
I did.
Have you?
Me? No, I'm not like that.
Yeah, okay.
I know people that would do that, but I'm not a loser like that. I'm not a fucking dork. I'm a, sophisticated, charismatic man.
So yeah, I would never do something like that. Is he like?
So when you say stuff like that, do you forget that we know you?
Sadly, actually, sadly, this man goes through panelists like that one chick goes through men. No, no. I told people I'm always consistent with people. I told them the same thing. I just, I'm not gonna ever apologize for wanting a good show ever. Just want people to. If I'm putting in this much effort and I'm committing to you, I just want that same level of effort back. Is that too much to ask for? Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, in some relationships or most of them, one person is going to be committing more. That's fine. That's how life goes. But I would like if we get some commitment back here. Conversation like we did tonight. Conversation, fun, like that. Don't want feeling like someone carries the entire show, which hasn't happened ever. Because if it did, I'd just delete the show.
And I even read for you, and I don't read.
Yeah. See? You're doing more than my wife, actually. MSK called himself Black Nasty back in the high school days. I call myself a lot of things.
MSK seems like one.
Nobody can ever replace me. WZ.
MSK seems like one of those black kids who listened to Linkin Park when he was in high school.
To be fair, I'll be honest, man. I only heard one of their songs from the Transformer film. That was it.
So you weren't
MSK there looks like he was one of those kids that played Beyblade.
I liked Beyblade. I did.
You see?
You're like one of those kids that watched Monster Rancher back in the day.
No, I talking about Beyblade. I stopped watching after they beat the main villain. I think in like season 4 or 3 or whatever, and then got into like Daichi. And I was like, yeah, I'm just not doing that. That kid is just too annoying. Oh, I'm good. He was like a 5-year-old little retard. But yeah, that's pretty much. Oh no, Society wanted to talk about this. Oh my god, Caitlin Clark. Did you see the clip of basically that? Oh my god,
double down, her double down onto guys. I'm only here because of white privilege. Now stop being mean to me, black lesbians.
Did you not see this morning?
Yeah, that was so. She's begging so hard.
Wait, what's going on?
She's literally begging racist people to accept her. So cringe, man.
So in case you haven't caught
Please love me, racist black people. I hate white people too.
Caitlin Clark is like arguably the best college female basketball player in the history of the game. She went to the WNBA, which is about 85% black lesbians, and they all hate her because she's white and straight and Catholic. And she's been getting so much hate for them in the media for all year long that I guess this is her way of thinking, well, if I pander to them, maybe they'll stop hating me as much.
Mm-hmm.
thing in Time interview. They gave her athlete of the year. She's all like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm only here because of my privilege, and we need to do more to lift up the black women in the WNBA because they built the WNBA." It's like, first of all, black women did not build up the WNBA. Black men built up the WNBA.
Yep.
If it wasn't for the NBA subsidizing the WNBA for 30 years, they would have folded in 1999, and that's the truth. Argue it all. But now she's thinking that, by pandering to these women who hate her, that maybe next year, she won't get as much heat. Where though she's going to continue to get even more heat for those people. Now you're just not going to have anyone willing to defend you anymore. So
exactly,
situation worse.
So there was a 4-minute clip here that I want to talk about. So you guys know her quote. I'll probably do a video on it later on this week. So basically, just kind of sum up my view of it really quickly. Anyone that, because isn't she like 23? So obviously, for being like honest here with ourselves, how she grew up in that period, probably with the whole feminist thing of like, women can do everything they want, blah, blah, blah. So she probably does think like them. If I'm being honest, I don't think she's faking it. I think she truly does think like that. She grew up in a time period where that was probably pushed on her. But the thing here is any girl, any big person that says white privilege is retarded. Anything they say after that is just discard that shit. Literally anything they say after is thrown out. Because ask them this, what privileges does a white person have that a black person doesn't in this day and age, 2024? They can't give you an answer. The only answer they'll give you is, well, it's kind of hidden. You don't see it. Also, it's a ghost. It doesn't exist.
The counter argument is always, well, how come insert player here didn't get as much attention as Caitlin Clark? Is it because she's black? It's because, no, she's not good. Like, here's the dirty little secret.
She's not as good as a player.
Yeah, it's literally how sports work. Because when women are like, oh, we want to be equal like the men. We want our own sandbox to play in. Okay, you want your own sandbox to play in, but you want to be treated like a sports athlete. Sports are all based around your athletic ability. So if you're not good, it's literally nothing to do with race. Because first of all, we're talking about white privilege. No, actually, there's black privilege. Most of the players in the NBA are black.
Yeah, here's the dirty little secret, and some of you guys are going to have a hard time accepting this. Nobody wants to watch ugly lesbians play bad basketball for 2 hours. Not even women.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah,
okay,
women
so
want to see men, baby.
Now let me. I actually think that the whole Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese push that started when they were in high school, or not in high school, in college, and then they pushed their popularity. They got wall-to-wall coverage on ESPN. I think it was all a psyop to make the WNBA more popular, to push sports betting, because right after they went pro, ESPN launched their sports betting app, and the WNBA is just conveniently fills in a gap where there's other, and what took off during that time is fucking parlays. So now you got people betting on the over-under on how many three-pointers Caitlin Clark is going to hit, and they're parlaying it with other games, and so ESPN has made just a ton of money off of sports betting. I think it's all fake. I was watching this women's basketball hype, and I wasn't buying it at all.
No, our big thing, because we have like a little NFL group that like watches a few of the games, and my whole thing for like the last 2 years is that the NFL is fixed, and point shaving has been like very, very blatant over the last couple of years, because it seems like now like all these kickers, like, oh my god, they can make a 66-yard field goal, they're so amazing, yet somehow they kick a 26-yard field goal wide right. And then just missing that kick just so happens to hit the under instead of the over because he missed the kick. And that happens a lot now. And I'm just like, okay, somebody in Vegas is making the call to, hey, we need you guys to miss this kick. To me, the most glaring one was, I think it was Tom Brady's last game against the Cowboys at home. The Cowboys kicker in that game missed 4 extra points. So like 4 chip shot extra points. He missed them all. And the total for the game was 45. The over under for that game just so happened to be 45 and a half. So because he missed 4 extra points in a row, the under hit.
The other thing to bring up, because you guys were talking about Caitlin Clark, and I was like, you know what? I'll go and see what she has to play. I watched 7 or 8 of her games before they took that break and they did that All-Star game. After the All-Star game, I was gonna watch more of her games, but I got way too busy. I forgot when they came back to start playing again. She was really talented. She's actually really good. The problem here is that when she's saying I have white privilege, it's like, lady, you're 0.001% in your own league. How's that a privilege?
Well, you know what it is? Here's what it really is. The reason why people gravitate,
no correlation on my athletic skill. What a stupid bitch. That's why women shouldn't be voting. Come on, what are we doing here, man?
But it's like, here's the thing. It's like, the reason why people gravitated towards Caitlin Clark, because one, she's actually good at basketball, unlike 98% of the people who actually play in the WNBA. And two, when you look at Caitlin Clark, she is the antithesis of everything that you see in the WNBA, which is an unattractive, bad, butch-looking lesbian who can't play the game of basketball. And people are like, oh wait, this girl can actually make a free throw. Oh wait, this girl doesn't actually miss her layups like some other people in the league who miss every single shot she has within 4 feet. It's like, oh, she's actually pretty solid. I like her. And she doesn't look all tatted up like all the other people on the team who looks like early 2000 rappers.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so before we get into this, the headline quote of the clip was, "We have so much talent out there." That's a lie. That's been unrecognized, and I don't think we can pin it on just one player. So, first of all, just before we get into this, the WNBA Twitter account, I don't know how many followers. I think it's like 89K, 90K, whatever. Just for existing, you're going to get followers just for existing. So if your league has that many followers and apparently this many fans, they're doing a bad job at promoting the players before Caitlin Clark. You should be blaming the league for that, not her just coming in, obviously. Let me see. Volume is up.
By the way, let me just point out that I'm looking her up, and Caitlin Clark is only 6 feet. I thought she was going to at least be like 6'8" or something, but she's only 6 feet. It's not that tall either.
She's taller than me. Wow, damn, I'm 5'9". Fucking hell, crazy.
It has taken the WNBA almost 28 years to get to the point where we are now. And this year, something clicked with the WNBA, and it's because of the draft of the players that came in. It's just not Caitlin Clark. It's Reese. We have so many.
It's not as positive. Literally not as good as Caitlin Clark. She literally
They did the numbers. They did the numbers on the viewership this year. Like literally 70% of their viewership and revenue was solely because of Caitlin Clark. Solely.
Yeah. In Indiana, sold out stadiums. And anytime she went for an away game, sold out stadiums. Anytime she wasn't there in any of that capacity,
when the Fever played, they actually moved the game to a bigger arena to accommodate a bigger crowd. They didn't do that when Angel Reese came to town. Hate to break that to you.
I agree.
So much talent out there that has been unrecognized. And I
will say this. There was one girl on the Dallas Wings. I forgot her name. She actually was really good. I don't know why people didn't talk about her more. I forgot her name. All Shaniquas looked the same to me.
I don't think we can just pin it on one player.
There has been, this phrase has been couched, hasn't it? The Caitlin Clark effect. Why do you think that has been the case?
Well, I want to be very diplomatic.
Buying the tickets.
It's called, you actually give people something they want, they kind of pay for it. That's crazy.
Why are they calling it the Caitlin Clark effect? It's almost as if all these people who are buying tickets with her jersey are here to see her and not the rest of you.
It's just the structure of the way media plays out race. I'm going to be very honest.
Oh, it's racism. That's the reason.
Let's just say that is true. Let's just use that as a case there then. So you should be calling out the WNBA for not pushing your apparently your great black athletes then.
Well, even this is verifiably a lie, right? Because before Caitlin Clark, who was one of the biggest stars, and actually you name a couple people who were the biggest stars in the WNBA before Caitlin Clark got there. Deanna Taurasi, Sue Bird, who are white. The girl in New York, what's her name? Sabrina something, another white girl playing. Like, these are all white women who were in the WNBA before Clark. And guess what? No one cared about them either. So if this is all about the great white hope, then how come those other players didn't get all the attention that Clark is getting now?
And keep in mind, if the media plays out race that way, because apparently the media say they're not racist, okay, then why didn't you push them then? Why didn't you? If they're that good and that talented, why did you not push them?
Yep.
These people's blame is so misplaced. You need to literally, they're not going to do it. I know they're not, but just go literally have all this anger, frustration, and push that towards the league commissioner or something, you know?
I feel really bad because I've seen so many players of color that are equally as talented.
There's only just black people here.
Stop lying.
There's one color there. It's black.
And they never got the recognition that they should have. And I think right now, it is time for that to happen. So last night, we read Time magazine where Caitlin Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover?
Because first of all,
because it's about her.
Because it's the athlete singular of the year.
Also, if we're being completely honest here, Jason Tatum is 10 times better than his broad. If we're being, is she really?
I mean, all men are.
Yeah, if we're truly using like athlete of the year, it's like she's probably worse than the worst.
See, this is the Time Magazine fell into their own trap. They couldn't pick a man, so they had to pick a woman. They picked the best female athlete. Oh no, she's not a person of color. Fail.
Yeah, like she's I watched her games when she got all those stats.
They were going to pick the athlete of the year. You're right, MSK. Wouldn't be her.
I'm just saying, fucking Jason Tatum on the fucking Celtics is better. Literally, the white dude on the Lakers right now is better. I forgot his name. Angel Reese? Where's fucking I forget names all the time. I'm sorry, man. White guy on the Lakers right now who's actually tearing it up. Good. Really good. Better than her. But, media's all in on women bullshit now because, reasons.
And said the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have. Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings. And so now
who cares? That's not for, oh my God. People are exposing themselves for not playing sports. Jeez, it's not how sports work. This is an entertainment product. Either you have it or you don't. It's literally how that works. Or what are we doing here? Everyone feels included or some bullshit like that. Holy fuck.
You're starting to hear stories.
Instead of picking the white girl, they should have just put the whole league on the okay.
What are you talking about? This is why we shouldn't be having women vote, man. Fucking stupid shit they say like that. Oh my God. Someone would hear that in their ears and go, man, women should vote, man. I really believe in women's rights.
The WNBA, and I don't want to hear that. We have got to operate and become stronger as a league and respect everybody that's playing.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Unless they literally earn it on the court. They don't.
They need to just get rid of the WNBA altogether. Get out of here.
We're talking about expanding. Remember early this year, there was reports they want to expand. Bro, they don't have no fucking hell, man. This is like, oh, good Lord.
And their talents.
You mentioned Time Magazine.
Yes.
And Caitlin Clark has made a point of using that moment to say we need to celebrate the black players in the WNBA and what they have done, and credits them for being so much the foundation of the success of the league. How important is that? If it shouldn't have to be the case.
Yeah.
I would have been like, fuck them bitches.
This is why Caitlin is stupid, even though she has played decent basketball for a woman. Caitlin is literally saying, why don't we use this time to uplift more black women? Why didn't they just do that before she even existed in the league?
You know what Caitlin Clark should have done? Caitlin Clark should have cut like a classic Ric Flair promo on all the other girls in the WNBA. She should have came out with like the big gold belt and just cut a promo saying that she's the only reason why anyone's in the stands, saying that, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Just do the Tom Brady thing of like, how many rings you got? Oh my God. Well, to be fair, she actually didn't win a ring, but that'd be only more sweet if she did.
And my question is, why would they want an evil white person doing that, right? White people are evil, white people are bad. Shouldn't they be lifting each other up, right? It's always about the black community and lifting each other up and supporting each other.
Black people lifting each other up. You're too kind.
Right? No, but why would they need a white woman to do that for them?
Because they only see a lens through race. Literally, a lot of these girls, these clips that went viral for Caitlin Clark earlier this year, before she started playing.
By the way, that old bitch is balding. Look at the side of her head.
There was the girls out there. There were the clips earlier this year. They were racist as hell. The black lady's old. She's only getting this much attention because she's black. Her fans are stupid. These people only see the lens of race in their world.
Say that, but I applaud her for saying it. We cannot continue.
MSK is the young Uncle Ruckus.
Because this division of racism is going to tear us apart.
Kathy Engelbert.
Division of racism in the WNBA. Yeah, all those black ladies. Shut the fuck up.
Was criticized, wasn't she, for not being firmer in her condemnation of the racist abuse online suffered by the players. What was your reaction to how she dealt with that?
Well, I didn't want to think about it too much, but I think the players were right. She admitted that she made a mistake in the way she phrased it. And I just think she could have been a little bit more diplomatic and understanding of what the landscape of what's happening out there. Because the WNBA is at an inflection point where we're starting to really go up. And I don't want us to lose that momentum.
You might need to turn up the speed on this video, man.
Good Lord. I'm just saying,
watching this like lithium.
If Caitlin Clark ever leaves the league, your whole fucking WBA is over. Literally, there's nobody there watching anymore. Being honest here.
Now, it's perfect. But as I've also told many, many of our players, I said, this is just the canary in the coal mine. We have got to be careful because we're now entering into a new political climate. We do not want to draw attention to ourselves in a negative way, to have anybody use it as ammunition against us as athletes.
How do you do that? What are your players saying to you about what they want to see happen?
We all need to sit down. And I think our leadership with our commissioner, she needs to sit down and even bring a psychologist in, I don't know, but talk to the players and how we resolve the issues that we're going through. Because not only what's going through with the WNBA is happening in society as well.
They're openly being racist to her.
No, listen. Okay. So they wanted male sports fans to like women's basketball, right? Okay. Well, part of being a premier sports league is dealing with criticism from fans. Part of how men enjoy sports is saying horrible things about the athletes. That's the price you pay for being in the arena. Okay. That's part of enjoying sports is calling, this super athletic guy that makes more money than you a bum. That's part of it. So if you're going to be a premier sports league and you're going to have male sports fans, what's going to come along with that is a lot of online criticism. That's reality. NBA players just deal with it. There's nobody saying that the NBA players need a psychologist to come in and have a share circle and have a good cry session and deal with their feelings. If an NBA player's getting criticized, they just tell them to deal with it. Right? That's part of being a premier sports league.
The coaches be like, suck that shit up. You're a man. Yeah. Just take it and just shut the fuck up.
The people don't know. Here was basically the juicy parts of it. This is what she says, not me. I want to say I've earned every single thing, but as a white person, there is privilege. Just so fucking stupid. How is there a privilege if you just literally got everything because you just put in hard work? What a dumb broad. This is why you people shouldn't be fucking voting. You're stupid. You're actually stupid.
And also, I don't want to be a dick about this, but white privilege is kind of for pretty women. The reason here's the thing: the reason Caitlin Clark is getting by on talent is because of her looks. Yeah. That's how you know she's talented. Look at her.
She's gorgeous. I'll say a lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. No shit, they make up like 95% of the league. You stupid dumb broad. This league has kind of been built on them. Also, once again, no shit. The more we can appreciate that, they're Shaniquas. Highlight that, talk about that, fuck no, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players, fuck no, they lose money. This is subsidized by the NBA, and have made this league incredible. I think it's very important. I have to continue to change that.
So who's saying this? Not her, is it?
This is her. This is actually her words.
That's her account, and she's saying this.
Yeah, this was the clipped part from
then who the fuck is interview. That picture? That looks like a man. No, that looks like a man. Whoever's writing that, go up. The profile picture, go up. See? Wait, who's that?
He's quoting her from the article.
Oh, he's okay. I'm like, with that.
I was gonna say, I was like,
that looks like a fat white guy.
I thought you were just fucking with me there. You're just trolling me. I hate you.
I was Megan Kelly confused.
Went off where she says, "Look at this. She's on the knee, all but apologizing for being white and getting attention. The flagellation." The please pay attention to the black players who are really the ones you want to celebrate. Condescending, fake, transparent, sad. Yeah, she's in here getting on her knees for some fucking ugly Shaniqua EBT card swiping bitches who don't even have real hair. Why? Why do that? And people say, "Oh, let her do it." Nothing she ever does is going to be good enough. They're racist towards her. Why are we fucking gaslighting ourselves in this? What the hell?
I think what it is because this is her career, right? And it's either she takes all that in or she just quits because it's fucking annoying.
I agree.
And I think she doesn't want to quit because she enjoys playing. So
and
in order for
I also think she hired a publicist that kind of nudged her along in that direction. I didn't mean to cut you off though. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah. And I think she's just like, okay, let me make nice with these people because I do want to stay. I do want to be here. And yeah, like Iron said, she most likely probably got someone to type that in for her. And so that way they could be on, that she could be on their good side and she doesn't have to like deal with the.
I want to point out really quickly, bullying. She went on. That was the written form of the interview. She's actually on video saying these things. It's not just a PR person.
Well, here's the worst part for Clayton out of all of this, because it's not just the fact that she went on this whole thing about white privilege and black women. It's like, go on into the interview, the article is literally burying her fan base, saying that her fan base is racist and they've been racially attacking like people and stuff like that, and then goes up front to not only bury her fan base and her supporters, but then she basically co-signed all that as well. So it's like, yeah, if you spend like the last year defending Caitlin Clark against the actual racist people who actually hate her because she's white, then she just basically spit in your face too. So like I said, this is not going to end. The people who already hate her are not going to suddenly stop hating her. She's going to get more abuse, and the only thing you assured now is that the people who used to defend you are not going to be there to defend you anymore.
I'm just pointing out, literally groveling for the approval of these racist black women is not going to make it work. The only thing that she can do as the ultimate chef's kiss is actually lift an actual trophy. Like, she wins the league next year, because she didn't win the league this year. Her team, there was only a few ladies actually helping her try to win. So there's only so much one person can do, but that's the ultimate thing she can do, is just lift a trophy. But then again, why are we groveling for the approval of actual racist people? Like, they literally hate her because she's white. It literally is racism right there. But if you tell black women can't be racist, it's like, shut the fuck up. Black people are some of the most racist people on the planet. Like, let's be honest.
I think black women are probably some of the most racist people I know.
No, it's different. And I've said this on another stream. I said, liberal white women and woke black women are both racist. They just show it differently. White women try not to show it.
Yeah, that's 100% fact.
Black women would have no issue telling it in your face. They fucking hate you because of your skin color. They're both racist, and
I think the only difference is that black women justify their racism by calling you the racist. So they hate you based on your race, but then they justify their hatred of you by saying you're the one who's actually racist towards them.
Yeah.
It's like they're literally feeding their own racism.
Yeah, it's like projection, right? And with white women I'm not racist. I promise you that. And if you don't have their same opinion, then that's when the racism comes out accidentally. Like, I don't,
or at least with white women,
they try to hide it, but they can't hide it. Eventually
white women, because unfair. I'll say this when it comes to like white women that are Karens. Karens are just fucking blunt. They just tell you it like it is. And you could kind of gauge if they're like racist or prejudiced or whatever. Black women hide behind it, going, "I'm not racist," even though they'll literally say to your face, "I hate all white X thing," which is like, is there a off switch in your brain that doesn't work? Like, is it never flipping up? Are we just like
I think it's the opposite, because God knows how many black people I get into like fights with on X, and they've told me I'm a white devil and this or that without even looking at my profile picture, that I'm a mixed woman, baby. I'm Puerto Rican and stuff. I'm not
I just assume you're Cuban.
Just assume you're human. Oh shit. It's
dumb.
It's one of those things where she's the only reason why a lot of people even are watching the league or involved in her games. Groveling for the approval of these fucking racist women is just stupid. White privilege is if someone uses the phrases "my truth," white privilege, or buzzwords like fascist, their opinion don't mean shit. Like, she herself has apparently white privilege, yet she got here based off her skill, not her skin color. So if she was black, she'd be here. Fucking holy shit, man. Yeah.
What a way to downgrade yourself from the hard work you've put and just to make these people happy. But I could kind of understand that she
feels like if she plays ball, they'll like her, but it's not how it works.
Because it's her career, to be fair. This is her living. It's not, it's very difficult to be like, these people they hate me, and should I stop doing this? What's important in my life because a couple of people are like they hate me because of my skin color. Let me kind of make nice with these people and see how, if it changes anything and stuff. I get it. It's her career. It's very important to her.
I fully agree with you. It's like two sides of the same coin. White Karens are the same. Stereotypical hood Shaniquas are the same too. So yeah, Caitlin Clark, very talented for at least a woman. I'll give her that. I don't really always praise women, but I'll say she's talented for at least playing basketball.
Suck my ass, WZ.
I would love to do that. I can just clean you out with my tongue all up and down. But
Jesus Christ,
Caitlin Clark, you're fucking stupid. You are literally stupid.
Yeah, you don't want his tongue anywhere near you. That's how you get monkeypox.
Only on Tuesdays.
Is that what happened to you, society?
Yeah.
God,
see, I was trying to help you out, then you went after me. So now
Toasty, I'm so happy you're here.
This is because I tried to call you Cuban, huh? So this is how you're gonna fall back on me?
Now that's
no, I see how it is.
God. Oh my God, it's late. I got to get some other stuff done. So
no, you don't. You don't got it.
Let's start with outros. We'll start with Theo. We got to get out of here because I got to go have sex with my wife. But I'm in all seriousness, I really got to get this stuff done for tomorrow, and I got to make some calls. So Theo.
I'll be quick. Follow me on YouTube. My name is Theo Snodgrass. I'm doing lots of cool comedy stuff, and I'm doing my podcast on there. So go ahead and follow me on YouTube.
Awesome. Iron, what do you got planned coming up?
Space Jockeys should be back tomorrow night with Diesel and myself. I think we're gonna, if I can get around to finishing that show. What's it called? Level Up or something. The one with all the video games animated shorts. I started watching. It's pretty cool. So that's probably what we're going to talk about. Rogues Gallery will be back next Friday. We'll be going back into the same topic that we had the beginning of the show, talking about Goomergate and all that. And I'll be having my 24-hour stream where I'm going to play probably some very goomery games like The Killing Antidote, Resident Evil 4 or 3, and some Stellar Blade.
All right. Toasty, what's your plan coming up?
Oh, so tomorrow I'm on Reality Base with Ryan at 4 p.m. East. And then after that, at 8 p.m. East, I have my podcast. So if anybody wants to join, send you a link. And on Monday is Monday Midnight Stream with Atreus and Kaida.
Talking to black guys?
Yeah.
Tell Atreus to stop being a little fucking asshole and get over here. Talk to a real black man like myself.
Anyways.
Okay. Yeah. Society, what you got planned coming up? You planning on having Melanie Mack on your Bible Lens podcast for a great conversation?
I've invited her before, but she no-sold me. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna keep calling you out then. So that's the way that's gonna go. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll be talking about Israel and the future redemption of Israel. That's the Bible Lens for tomorrow's show. We got Tuesday night, the Bar Room. Go back and watch last week's episode. We talked about a lot of stuff. And then I'm winding down the Friday Night Movie Club. Then we got 4 episodes left before 100, and that show is retired. And I'll have a new show ready for 2025 as well. So go back and check out all those shows. We're almost at the time of the year where we do like the best and worst and the most mid movies of 2024. So it's coming fast. That's all I got coming.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you say anything, MSK, the only reason why I laugh because I know that struggle. I've invited like bigger streamers and they won't get on unless you have a nice amount of audience. And unfortunately, that's
that's
just the way they are.
Like, and I wasn't like trying to like because I don't care about talking about like video game stuff and nerd shit with like Melanie. I was like, well, you claim to be a Christian. Let's actually talk about some Bible stuff. Like, let's get
apparently you're a big Christian fan. So
yeah, and still same thing. So yeah, I've been there. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I tell people this. It's fucking hell. I've had beer creators I've messaged me on, and I was like, hey, you want to still come on? They just no answer. And I'm like, all right, I know what time it is. It's okay. That's how things go. It happens the same thing with smaller people too. So I'm not really mad.
I I don't know. For me personally, maybe because I'm a female, it's easier for me to get on people's podcasts. Maybe, I don't know.
That's probably.
But when it comes to bigger creators, they will ignore you because you don't have a nice amount of audience. They don't care.
I'll
that's unfortunate.
Literally last night, I told you guys I was doing the whole like get some new people on because of person dropping out. Person literally asked me before he even said what we were talking about. I said, how many viewers you got? And it's like, what the fuck? You're a nobody like me. What are we gonna do?
You're nobody like me.
Well, what the fuck? I'll be honest with people.
You don't have enough clout for me to appear on your show. Step your game up, little man.
We literally max will have like 10 people watching, which is fine. I'm that's totally fine. I'm not shitting on people that watch. It's totally cool. I don't give a fuck. But people that are our size shouldn't be talking about how many bro, we have like max maybe 10, 12.
I don't care who it is, man. If somebody's like that, I don't even want, like, no, fuck you.
My time. Literally, because I told you guys to put up the ads for the people, right? And it's like, first question. He was like, how many listeners you got? The fuck? What the heck? What? I could have lied and said 100. Fuck, but I didn't. Obviously, I can't do that. Yeah,
I mean, 100. Come on, at least be realistic. Somewhere in the 30s.
Like, if you get a lot more viewers on X, but how much is that really real? Usually double on X versus here, but it's fine. I've had 10 viewers for like the last fucking house since I've been doing this. It's fine. It's all good. I'm only doing it. I enjoy it.
The other part is just real quick is that, like I said, with YouTube, it's such a game on top of a game because, put to you a couple of weeks ago when you were playing the MSK wins video, I had to search the video, like the full thing, the full title, just to get a hit on the search bar, and it still didn't come up. So I went and searched the whole thing on Google. It was the first thing that popped up, like that video, right? It's like you can't even search that in the YouTube search bar and get it to pop up. If you type the whole title, it won't pop up. That's how manipulated the YouTube search engine and algorithm is. So it's like if you have to go to this links to actually find a video you want to watch on a platform like YouTube, you know exactly how difficult it is to actually organically grow a following here because they go so far out of the way to manipulate and suppress anything that they don't like.
That's why everybody should be subscribed to MSK's W's. It's one of the best channels on YouTube. It's a goddamn masterpiece.
Oh yeah, that's a question. At episode 100, got to reboot again? No more rebooting. I'm like DC. Post-Crisis, New 52, then we went to Rebirth, then we went Dawn of DC. Now we're all in. We went literally full circle, and we've got Marvel Comics-itis as well. We put it back to a number 1. I basically became the very thing I swore to destroy, actually. So it's easier to find a snub. All right. So fucking hell. Just want to say before we leave, thank you to every single person that helped me obviously get to this milestone, whether it be one-on-one, whether they come on the panel shows. Couldn't do it without you guys. I literally can't do it without people. I'm not that interesting enough of a person where I could do this to get to this far. Even on the other shows that I've reached over like 300 episodes, it's all because of you guys. So I do say thank you to every single person that has helped out. Sometimes I go a little crazy and I know it and I don't care because I'm gonna always choose to be myself.
Hold up, where the fuck is my YouTube link in the chat?
Oh, God damn. I was trying to be sentimental, but white people, God, Karens, man. So I'm just never gonna apologize for always wanting a good show. It's just how it gotta be. My name's on this shit. I gotta make it look good. Holy crap, But yeah, make sure you guys
make sure you change your fucking mods.
All right.
MSK just getting bullied.
Kind of scared response I've ever heard. It was so genuine. Just all right.
It's like when fucking Sneeko.
You just had flashbacks of like third grade.
I need you to find me that clip of when Sneeko and Fresh and Fit went to the TwitchCon earlier this year, and that trans person walked up and talked to Sneeko. He said, "Yo, what's up, dude?" Sneeko ran like Diddy was after it. So funny shit ever. But no.
Make Selena your mod and fuck Michael.
I will do that only if Iron and Selena make a sex video and send it to me. I'll make her a mod again. There you go. And Iron.
Is that why you took a wrench away? Because we won't talk about sex with you.
And Iron has to show me the strokes. if Iron shows me the strokes, then she could be a mod again.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think I ever was a mod. If I was, I didn't know it. But who takes away a rent? Like, what the fuck is that?
Okay. To be fair, a lot of people aren't generally here. Being a
you
mod,
having a petty party?
This is exactly why Tiny's gonna run you over a car one of these days. You're gonna deserve it.
And for the record, before we leave here, we're not mad at Tiny. It's okay. It's all good. It's all fun and games. You know,
of course not. She's mad at you.
Dude, no one is mad at Tiny. I promise.
No one's mad at Tiny.
Why would anybody be mad at Tiny?
I'm projecting like you guys said. I have to project. Fucking
you
hell,
silly
man.
black man. Anyways.
Yeah. Guys, you should have said the N-word. Yeah, you had a full opportunity to do that. But no.
Shut up, WZ.
God. WZ, what was I say? Oh no. If you're not always here, there's no point in you being a mod because you're not going to be able to like actively participate.
Actually, it makes more sense for her to be a mod because at least she always watches your show, dummy.
She's been gone
Make
for
her your mod.
She watches
MSK.
Lies. I don't see you guys here at all ever. You guys are gone.
I haven't been able to because I haven't been able to watch shit. I've been too busy with work. Then I don't see why I should watch a show I'm not invited on anymore.
Oh
God. Wow.
Me neither. It's okay.
Literally, I was on the election stream. He asked me to be there and I was there. And then I died afterwards.
And apparently to MSK, he never invited me to be a permanent member for Saturday stream.
I told you had to evolve how you like speak. You have to get more
You
active.
never said that. You
so
said
explanatory. What do you want me to go
no,
to the
you
stage?
said
The way you talking shit.
No, you have to stream with him every day, like almost 5 days a week for like almost 6 months. And then if you slip and mess a few, then he'll take your wrench away and not invite you.
Not true. I told Toasty, you just got to get better at interacting. Like, you know, I'm not going to go up to you and be like, hey, yo.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't interact with no one?
No. I'm saying, like, I can't come up to you and be like, hey, yo, you got to fix your opinions, broad. Let me see what it tastes like. I can't, do that.
I've always been me. I don't know. He never said any of that. He just said, oh, yeah, you just participate.
This is my ultimate goal for everyone. I want people, society already kind of has it. Iron's kind of mastering a little bit. Theo's kind of got it a little bit. Got to be able to, like, I want you guys to voice your opinions better. You do it okay. It's not the greatest, but you got to just work on doing it better. You'll learn over time.
Wait a minute. So do you want me to start saying the N-word now?
That was probably not.
Look at society.
And of course, a black cat comes on fucking Theo's cat.
What about the F word? I could say the F word.
Not here on Rumble Weekend.
You told me to
gay slur
vocalize
F word
more. I don't know.
Fornication F word.
Damn, this is only Toasty's first day on the job.
That's right.
Oh shit, man.
First day on the job, and she's already bullying her boss into submission.
He's into it.
God, man. No.
I mean, he can take whatever he can get. I mean,
I heard now getting married is gay. I heard now.
Weren't you supposed to be doing something?
Oh my gosh. I was thanking you guys and Toasty just called me a piece of shit.
You just over here just like babbling for like 5 minutes, getting bullied.
No, I was just busting your balls, man. To be honest, thanks for the invite. I had a blast.
I hate you personally. MSK giving advice like a baby telling the mother how to. Oh my god. So, yeah. As you guys know, working on consistent content, working on getting the rest of the Iron Podcast uploaded to Spotify. Same with this one. And yeah, thank you guys for getting me 200 episodes, and let's just get to 200. My goal for next year is just 200, and we just kind of keep going there. So thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. We will see you guys later. Have a great night. See you guys later. Have a great weekend.